It's going to be
When was I
disadvantage.
hired, and when was my paycheck coming to me?
That's going to be disadvantage on all your rolls for the night.
Never getting a paycheck now.
It's okay, Kason. I have natural disadvantage.
That's going to be disadvantage.
It cancels it out.
Is that called privilege?
Maybe.
No.
What?
I'm afraid to touch that one, actually.
I thought it was funny.
It's only because you're white.
Well, yeah.
How do you know?
Well,
He knows.
Driven snow.
I can hear the white in your voice.
I totally act white, don't I? I act like such a white girl.
It's okay, I do
Bullshit.
too.
I don't act like a white girl. I had a pumpkin muffin yesterday, I'll have you know.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
it
fair.
was
I don't
no
like
spice latte,
pumpkins.
but it was
Yeah.
still pumpkin flavored.
I had
Uno
pumpkin
momento.
spice cake that was just
See, he's
amazing.
a white girl too.
Basic bitch.
Oh, just, damn it.
So, are we like arguing about who's the girliest? I don't.
Who's the basic
Oh.
bitch?
Who's the
Oh,
whitest? I don't know.
Who is the most from Southern California with the white skin and blonde hair?
Oh, that'd totally be Kai.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if he had hair, it would
Flowing
be.
All
luscious
those
blonde locks.
translucent locks. They're there. You just can't see them.
As far as remembering, I don't. So
Okay.
For a blank canvas for today.
Well, I'll catch you up as best I can. So you guys came downstairs after a night's rest to find that Liff had trashed the tap room and decided to deal with that issue later and come back to deal with that another time. And so you guys went to Yawning Portal down in the castle ward to talk to Davil about the serial killer issue.
yeah.
He agreed to pay you 50 gold pieces each to deal with that, and Yager is coming with you. You know that will be the area around the Mule Skull Tavern in the Dock Ward. He also lent Yagra a flying snake to send messages back and forth between him and her during the however long this presumed stakeout takes. So when you guys got back to Trollskull Manor, it's approaching midday, you went to speak to Vincent Trench, who runs the Tiger's Eye, which is a private investigator service. You talked to him briefly about
That's right.
the serial killer, and he said that for 50 gold pieces he would open a file and he would help you as best he can.
Pricey bastard.
In his defense, that's what you guys are getting paid. So
Exactly.
that's about the going rate. So
exactly.
From Vincent's place, you went to the Bent Nail and you spoke to Tally. And when he found out that you guys were at the Trollskull Manor, he asked to come and take a look. And when he did, he went inside, sat down at the bar, and Liff seemed to recognize him and poured him a drink at the bar. And Tally discussed your options for renovating Trollskull Manor and said that he can put together the guilds and get the contracts and licensing all taken care of for 250 gold pieces up front. And then the renovations would take another 1,000 gold pieces and take about 12 days. And if you guys wanted to open it up as a tavern, that's an option. If you don't want to open it up as a tavern, you don't have to.
12 days?
But,
That's some fast work.
The guilds work fast, and they will have you taken care of as quickly as they can.
Okay then. Well.
And I think Tally left, and that was where we left off. Just about noon.
Wow, we didn't get a lot done last time. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's
It was
Meeting?
actually it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of
It
fun.
was
We
a
just
good time.
didn't accomplish a whole lot.
it was meeting
I
the
thought we
neighbors.
accomplished lots.
Yeah, you all accomplished a lot.
It was my fault
Meet-
taking us to the temple.
Oh,
I liked
that,
going to the temple.
how did
Nope,
I
it was
forget
good.
How did I forget the temple? Wow. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, yeah.
That was a big thing for that. I completely skipped my mind, and I apologize.
I got a nice bath and massage.
It's all right. Anyway, so you said it's noon, ish.
They're about, yeah. High sun is what the locals would call it.
Well, we're pretty much free for the rest of the day till we need to show up for our stakeout, I believe. Unless I'm forgetting something.
Oscar's going to take a nap.
All right.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
No problem.
I thought
Um,
it might be nice to look around some of the other businesses in the neighborhood.
We could check out that bookstore real
Indeed,
quick.
I would love to. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's a clear sparkle in Bart's eyes.
He looks up from
so,
his book. He looks up from his book? What?
Yeah, he is excited at the mention of the
Ooh.
bookstore.
so on the map that for Troll Skull Alley here, I have circled the bookstores, the one on the far left. That's the Bookworm's Treasure. Emic Froon's Tavern is kind of diagonal and to the southwest of you guys. It's called Froon's Brews. Almost directly south of you is Coralon's Crown, which is the herbalist shop, and just south of Tally's carpenter shop, Bent Nail, is Steam and Steel, which is the blacksmith shop. So if you guys want to head to the Bookworm's Treasure, it is just west of you, down the road.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I close my book and I'm actually kind of giddy.
Should I give Kai a minute or go on
Yeah, we
ahead?
should-
Maybe?
I'll give it a second.
He had all morning to be ready. But whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Drat.
sorry, guys.
No. I'm just getting shit. You were seriously like, what was it, 5 minutes? I think you're allowed.
I guess it was more like 10, but.
Nobody's bleeding internally.
That's fair.
So, Bartholomew, I'm going to go ahead and point this out to you, just so you know.
Yes.
3 years ago, and you would know this personally from reasons that I'll get to in just a second. 3 years ago, Lord Argast Olbrinter was slain in his own estate by members of the Cult of the Dragon in search of the White Dragon Mask. It was revealed after his death that Lord Olbrinter had been one of Waterdeep's masked lords. His death rallied the city against the Cult of the Dragon. Bartholomew Margaster's uncle, Alaros Margaster, was one of the adventurers who found him dead after the attack. He lived in the estate just south of Trollskull Manor. It's actually on the map here, and I'm going to open it up so you guys can see it. So just
So
a
are you
little bit
saying Bart's uncle lives in the neighborhood?
No. Bart's uncle was one of the first people to find Argast Olbrinter.
Oh, so it was okay.
Right.
Which is
So-
that building to the south?
Yes, that is the Olbrinter Villa. And so
And that's Argast? A-R-G-A-S-T?
here there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was wrong.
I was probably
Sorry, I
mispronouncing
heard
it
it
too.
wrong.
I probably mispronounced it. It's fine.
No, it's all good.
So yeah, he was revealed after his death to have been one of the masked lords, and his widow, Ramalia Haventree, now lives there, or still lives there.
Hmm.
But I figured that since your uncle would have told you that story, and you should know that that's just right there across the way here.
Okay. Thanks, man. Would we pass that way?
It's on the south side. If you were going to the Bookworm's Treasure, probably not. But
Well, I guess we'll probably be going by other stores, so
yeah.
I'll try to remember that as we pass by. Anyway.
If we ever go to Fruins, then we would see it.
Right.
And it's not like something you have to go and visit or anything. It's just so you know it's there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're heading over to
Yeah, let's start in
Bookstore?
on the bookstore.
Alright.
Bookworm's Treasure.
Give me just a second here. Alright. So the front of the bookstore is adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. As you step inside the shop, it's decorated with beautiful hardwood, and the earthy scent of old books permeates the air. The library fills 2 floors of this 3-story building, and it somehow seems to contain more shelves than the building should be able to hold.
Magic.
In the back, you can see a short dragonborn man that's kind of rustling around in the back, putting books on shelves, and when the bell on the door chimes, he puts a finger up in the air, says, "Just a minute." And so
Take your time, good sir. I just start browsing the immediate books in my vicinity.
Okay. So you
Are
see,
there any books that look arcane?
there's all sorts of stuff in here. He's
Oh,
got
yes.
he actually has some staffs and wands that are for sale. It's very
I wish
clearly
I was more rich.
it's very clearly meant for people of the arcane type.
Well,
And so, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good.
So the bookstore keeper comes up, and he wipes his hands off, and he puts his hand out to you, Bartholomew. He says, welcome to my humble store. My name is Rishal. How may I help you today?
Yes, yes. I was wondering if you had any tomes of the arcane sort.
What would you be searching for? Spellbooks? I have many spellbooks.
Oh, yes, yes. I would love to view what you have.
Come with me. And as he turns around, he's dressed in this very nice blue wizardly robes. He's, a gold color to his scales. Leads you back to the
Nice.
counter behind it, back where he was earlier, and there's little display stands that have some of these wands and a selection of spell books in front of him. He says, "What is it that you seek exactly?"
I'm really just looking to expand my knowledge of the arcane. You know how magic works, how it originates in people, where it comes from. All of that sort of thing.
Certainly, certainly. I take it as though you are fairly new to this, are you?
I wouldn't say new, but I'm not quite all that experienced.
At this point, he points to a set of scrolls that are in front of you. He says, "These are the spells that I have for sale. I have several first level, second, and even higher spells that you can purchase. I have this one is comprehend languages. I have an arcane lock, invisibility, fireball spells."
Oh,
He says, I actually have another item that you might be interested in as well, if you prefer to keep your spellbook especially safe.
Really? Such as?
He starts, he bends down beneath the counter and he just starts digging a little bit, and he pulls it out. Let me see if I can find it here. If I can find it. Sorry, give me just a second. Here it is. He takes out an empty spell book and sets it out on the counter in front of him, and he says, "This is one of my finest items. This spell book cannot be damaged by fire. It cannot be damaged by immersion in water." And he demonstrates. He takes out a glass of water that's just sitting there on the counter, and he just pours it onto the pages. They don't even get wet. It just slides right off.
Oh,
It's just,
Whoa.
in fact, I've had this for several years, and as you can see, it looks absolutely pristine. This will not deteriorate one bit with age.
my eyes are sparkling. How much is that?
He opens it up and starts flipping through it, and you can see it's completely empty. There's nothing in it. He says, "This would be 120 gold pieces."
Oh, I don't have that at the moment, but if you've had it for years, surely you'll have it for another couple weeks.
Probably so. He smiles. My first level spells are 25 gold pieces each. My second level spells are 75 gold pieces each, and 150 for third level, and so on and so forth. Really depends on what you're interested in.
I'm not really all that interested in purchasing anything today, but I will
course.
be returning and buying various things.
Certainly. You're welcome anytime in my shop.
Ah, yes, and what was your name again?
Rishal
Rishal.
the page turner.
All the page turn.
Well, you got plenty of options here, that's for sure.
Yes.
That is RISHAAL, if you're taking notes.
2 A's, gotcha.
Fucking wizard's arsenal here.
Oh yeah, he's got quite a bit here, including stabs on the wall and
Oh yeah,
all
I'm
kinds
looking
of,
forward to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
More dis.
Well,
He says, "And if you're interested in potions, I can point you to a friend of mine that is just here in Troll Skull Alley. Fala Lafayette owns Coralon's Crown."
definitely. I will have to go talk to her too.
Of course.
I appreciate your time, Rishal.
I appreciate your future and continued business.
Excellent. Have a good day.
You as well.
And I look reluctant to leave. I move slowly as we leave.
I put a hand on your shoulder and kind of keep pushing you out the door. All right, let's go.
You're right. Where are we going now?
Honestly, there's not much purpose to us going to these other ones. We don't have much to spend.
That's true.
I would personally prefer to just fast forward to our next event and, let something happen.
Okay.
I mean, could it
We
hurt
have to
us
wait
to
for
look
Kai to
around the
return real
Coralon's
quick.
Crown while we wait for Kai to come back? Just to
Right.
see what they have to offer and say hello to the neighbor.
Fair enough.
So I will say, as you guys start heading back towards Troll Skull Manor, and you're passing by Vivi's shop up there just to the north, you can see he's still putting his store back together after you guys were in there the other day.
I just give him a wave and a grin.
he's got a broom in one hand, and he just looks up and he smiles and gives you a big wave. And you see the Tressum, the little flying cat that he has, that's up in the window and just kind of rubs up against the window as you guys walk by.
Nice.
That poor guy.
We really did make quite a mess in that store.
Alright, so to the Corlin's Crown for a quick look around.
Sound good to you, Katerina?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. So when you guys come to Corlon's Crown, you can see that this is a large 3-story stately townhouse, and the third floor, from where you're standing, looks like it's been converted into a greenhouse. From the street level, you can see just a rainbow of flowers blossoming within, and as you enter the shop, you see Fala Lefalier is this standing behind the counter. This let's see, how do I describe it? So as you enter the store, welcome, come in. She's long braided hair, fairly tall, and has a rather androgynous appearance. Says, what can I help you with today?
What's androgynous?
Gender neutral.
Oh, gotcha. Alright.
I'll tell you how this describes this individual, just because this is something I talked to Kai about, and this is complicated. The way this reads word for word, and I hate to just put this out here this way, but I'm going to do it. Fala is neither male nor female. If referred to as he or she, Fala gently requests to be addressed by name or as they. And I just feel weird about doing that, so I'm not going to. So I'm just going to describe him or her as androgynous or gender neutral. Okay.
Alright. That's fine.
All right.
Uh,
So, you can see there are just dozens of potions on the wall, and there's a setup in the back for alchemical and herbology. I'm gonna call it herbology. Herbology tools that
herbalism? I don't know.
that's probably the word I'm looking for. Yes, thank you.
Holistic. Whatever, sorry. Continue.
Can I help you today? What would you be looking for?
I don't know. What do you have?
Well, my most popular items are potions of healing,
Oh,
potions of water breathing. I actually have some potions of greater healing. Several people that seek to climb trees or perhaps mountains buy potions of climbing. I even have a couple of potions of animal friendship. If you are a woodly sort and seek the kinship of our fine furry friends.
Do you have anything of the flying variety?
Not specifically, but I can look into it for you.
Nah,
Excellent.
I was just curious.
We actually just moved into Troll Skull Manor, just down the road.
That old place, really.
Yes, yes.
You see her. You see them look back over their shoulder. I'm never gonna get that right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try, but I'm never gonna get it
time
right.
and practice, and it doesn't matter because it's just us.
Or,
Right.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna hurt their feelings.
I know, but I don't want to
Wow.
offend anybody, so
No one here will be offended.
Yeah,
they look
you're good.
they look
dude.
through the window back towards Troll's Manor to the north. You bought that old place.
Yes, yes. We're actually looking into renovating it. So,
I had seen people walking in and out. I guess that was you.
I hope it was us.
Yes.
It's They lean over the counters. Is it true the place is haunted?
Oh yeah.
Quite true.
Yes, unfortunately. We're looking into that, though, and we think we have a way to make it amenable.
It's actually
Really?
kind of interesting.
How so?
Well, it's a ghost.
Seems to be quite lively.
Yeah, very lively.
And
Pun
interested in
intended.
having a bar.
Perhaps.
Oh, nice. Nice, Todd.
Ha!
You see Fala
I'm
looking
sorry, what
between
was your name? Fahala.
Fala Lefalier.
That's an amazing name.
Falala
There you go.
Falala.
Fa la 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 la. Fa la la la.
They just grin.
And you worried about them offending her for her pronouns. Forget it. Forget
Your
their
name is amazing, my friend. It really is.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What are your names?
I am Bartholomew Margaster. Hold out
Yeah.
my hand.
They take your hand, shake your hand.
Shake. All right.
There's hands are a little dirty from working with the plants upstairs, but
The green glow covers my hand and removes it.
I kind of take a half step back and stand up real tall. I am Lord Todrin Amcathra. Good to meet you.
My apologies, my lord. I didn't realize I was in the presence of nobility.
Oh, it's no
No.
problem. No problem at all.
Yes. Worry not.
Cat just looks up and looks blankly up at them and says, "My name is Katerina. You can call me Cat."
It's nice to meet you, Cat. So, I don't wish to be nosy, but you mentioned the ghost had an interest in owning a bar.
Indeed.
It's not often that you see an undead with ambition, but in fact we have found one.
Todrin, roll me a perception check.
Oh shit. Feck.
That's a 4.
That's a
It is a
4.
4.
I'm still mumbling fa la 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 fa la la ha la 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 fla
Falala fla.
fa la fa la la fla la fla.
Falala fla.
It actually
Falala fla.
it rolls quite
Fala-
nicely.
It really does. It rolls too well.
Falalafalier.
It's
Falalafalier.
Falala. Falala.
like you walk into a store and someone's like, "Can I get your full name, please?" Fa la la falier. Okay, where does one
So-
start and the other end?
Right?
I actually really do like that name. So, Todrin,
Fa la falier.
Singing name.
Sorry, Casey, go ahead. What?
The name shouldn't be this entertaining.
We've been defeated by pronunciation.
Songs will be written of your name.
That name is a song. Jesus. Anyway, sorry. What do I not see?
So a flying snake appears at your shoulder, and it doesn't doesn't fly away. It instead just falls into your right into your lap. Essentially, I know you're standing, but it says lap here, so.
And I am
Sit down.
says the snake.
Apparently must sit
He's
down in order to
returned.
receive this here, whatever the hell this is.
Oscar.
What?
I think
The
the snake
snake
said
says
Oscar.
Oscar.
Oh, can you, I don't,
Oscar?
you can't fly, can
No, Oscar.
That's why it fell into your
no,
lap.
Scar. Gotcha.
you?
Suddenly, the snake starts to grow in your hands, and a full-sized Oscar falls to the ground at your feet.
I throw you.
And you throw out your
Yikes.
back.
That is... Wow, that is something.
Fala is impressed too. You see them take a step back, and especially as Oscar just goes from,
She's just still lying on the ground, just looking up at her.
just goes from this, thin little snake to oversized, almost giant Oscar, right in the middle of the shop. And are you okay?
No, I am Oscar.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. Does that hurt?
Amazing.
I mean,
No, it's weird. I mean, I've been rats before. I need to work on the flying though. That doesn't seem to be working.
that's insane.
Fala's
Okay.
taking a herbalism kit or a healer's kit out from the counter and says, "Do you need any help? Are you hurt?"
This, Oscar,
Nope.
this is
Nope.
fa la 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 la.
Hello, la 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 la. Nice to meet you.
Did you have this confused but amused smile on their face? It's like,
Oscar, it's actually
Um,
Fala Lefalier.
yes, that's my name.
That's what I said.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Oscar.
Wow.
I
That's
left-
rather rude, Oscar.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I forgot that was me. Yes, I am.
Really in character, huh?
So sorry, I don't mean to pry. I was just, you said this your ghost at the manor. It's not I've heard that it was the previous owner, the bartender. Is that true?
It does indeed seem like that is the case.
We have
Where'd
not
my
been
drink?
formally introduced, but I would agree. It seems quite possible that it would be the same.
He's not much of a talker, but I have
see.
seen him.
Really?
Well, smelled him. Kinda. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out.
Well, it's been many years since I was in that particular establishment. The place is obviously run down now, but if you do get it up and running again, I'd love to come back.
We'd love to have you.
Excellent.
Have you checked out Froon's place?
I have. It's well, Froon is not the most amenable sorts.
All right.
I'd
Well,
pref-
we
I'd
may
prefer-
have to... Sorry,
I'd
go ahead.
prefer not. I would prefer not to speak ill of the man, but I won't be frequenting his establishment.
Ah,
Well, then tell us, what is your favorite drink? We must be sure to stock it if we ever open.
You know, I am rather fond of the Snow Beetle's mead. Everybody roll me a history check.
history.
Ooh, bam.
Oh, you know.
What is history?
So,
Wow.
Philosophy major.
What is anything?
Todrin, you deal with these sorts of things with wines and other things as your family is involved in this business anyway. You are quite familiar with the halfling family, the Snow Beetles. They own a meadery in Undercliff that's just to the east of the city. In fact, I'm going to mark it on the large map here.
Interesting. Okay.
So it is not made of beetles from the snow.
There you go. It's
Well, that's
you'll
not
see-
definitive yet.
you'll see the pin just on the far east side of the map, almost a little more than a
Beetle.
little. But they are the richest family, the richest halfling family in Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. The snow beetles.
Cool.
And as last you recall, they do have some very good mead.
Yeah, I was definitely planning on striking up some kind of deal with them, I'm sure. So you'll be able to enjoy their drink at some point or another, I'm sure.
I look forward to it. I'll tell you what, and she's already got. They already have this this healer's kit out, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you because it looks like you may need it if you're going to continue stunts like that. She says, looking at Oscar,
Oh,
and she just pushes this healer's kit out on the. Consider this on the house,
Oh,
in hopes that you'll come back.
well,
well,
we'll just
I-
absolutely
I'm
have
sure
to
we will.
name a drink after you now.
I would be very interested in that. There's this very amused smile.
Well, consider it done.
Who wants the healer's kit?
I think it was Oscar's.
Yep, he's our man.
yeah.
I'm not trained in it, but I'm good at it.
Don't think you have to be trained in it.
Sure. Okay.
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be trained in it.
The kit of preference.
Nice.
All right, well, we'll see you around. We'll probably let you know if we get the place up and running.
I would very much appreciate that. And do come back.
Cool. All right.
We look forward to it. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you. And so as you guys leave, you can hear the clanging of the hammer from down at the blacksmith shop, and you can see Faroon is actively standing at the front of his building. And he's sweeping filth out of the at the door. So if you guys want to go to either of those places, or if you would prefer to head on out to anything else, it's up to you.
I'm really excited to further our story.
Indeed,
Alright.
let's do that.
Okay.
Unless you guys really want to. I mean, we'll go to those places eventually, I'm sure, but
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, we need to get stuff refurbished and everything.
right.
Yeah, and I want to be a higher level before we meet Froon, so I can,
Kick his ass if
be
needed.
a little cocky if I want to be.
Yeah, that guy sounds kind of douchey.
He really does.
We haven't heard a good thing about him yet.
All right.
La
So
la 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 la.
that actually went better than I thought it would. I was
I
admittedly worried about that one.
Cat's quite intrigued by them, so we might see more of them.
I think they're a cool character. So let's see. You guys head towards the
You've
dock
offended
wards.
me. My sister is a genderless tiefling.
Oh, no.
Did I say tiefling?
No, I don't know. I don't know what.
No, I think that's
okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Yep.
wood elf for reference. Just
Even better. Genderless female wood elf is my
Wait a minute.
sister. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Moving on.
Okay, so you guys get to the dock ward, and did you want to head to Mule Skull Tavern or the Blue Mermaid or anywhere
Where
in
is
the area?
Yagra currently, and do we know her location?
You have not yet seen Yagra, but if you guys would like to give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to look for Miss Toothy.
I just didn't know if we knew where she would be. She's just out looking for stuff, so she wouldn't be necessarily in one location.
Right.
That way, okay.
I would also like to scope out as we're moving towards the dock area. Every once in a while, I'm gonna be like glancing around.
On the way,
Yeah,
uh,
seeing if we're followed or anything.
okay. So go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's not bad.
So far as you can tell, no, there doesn't seem to be anything following you, or nobody seems to be keeping any more of an eye on you than you would expect to be unusual.
Okay. I'm not looking for Yagra.
Okay. So you guys do find Yagra eventually, almost by accident. You can hear some rather boisterous laughing coming from the Mule Skull Tavern. And when you go to enter the tavern, you see Yagra sitting there at a table, arm wrestling with. There's just a crowd around the table, and she's got this guy in a almost has him down on the table, and she just seems to lean in, and when she does, it kind of catches the guy off guard, and she slams his hand to the table. She jumps up to her feet, arms in the air, and says, "Who's next?" And she's turning around as the crowd's kind of, people were betting on this, and they're either glad they won money or upset they lost money. And she turns around and she sees you guys. She's, "Hi, come on over."
All right.
She's obviously enjoying herself.
Indeed. When she's supposed to be working.
Yeah, I thought we were accomplishing something down here.
We are accomplishing something down here.
Oh?
So,
Yeah.
any news?
I'll tell you what. And it's starting to get probably into the later hours now, and just I already found us a place. There's a building just across the way here that we can watch from. Davil's not sure how long this is going to take, though. This may take a few nights. The guy may not even show up at all. So, if you guys want to stake it out, or if you want to take a walk around over the course of the night, or switch out, or how do you want to handle this?
Perhaps why
exactly?
don't we just start with having a look at the place?
All right. And the area where Davil said that these murders had happened is better part of 2 blocks. And in the area, as you're walking around, and she's kind of pointing out the local landmarks, you've got the Mule Skull Tavern, which is kind of home to the Dung Sweepers Guild, and just across the way is the Blue Mermaid, which is just a small tavern. Towards the southwest, there's a fest hall called the Mermaid's Arms. There's another tavern just almost directly south of the Mule Skull Tavern called the Full Sails. And then there's a couple other guild halls in the area, and another fest hall called the Hanging Lantern that's northeast of Mule Skull Tavern.
Katerina?
Yes.
It's only elves that are losing their heads, right?
Interesting choice of words only, but from what's been said, they were all elves, yes.
Elves are half elves.
Okay. Are there any of these places where there's mostly elves or half elves?
That's a good idea. Would we know? Let's ask Yagra. Yagra.
Cat looks curiously over at Oscar, as he has seemed to grown many brain cells very recently.
I've been looking around and asking questions the better part of the afternoon. There seems to be elves and half elves all over the place around here. It's Davil did say that it was mostly sailors, though. I don't know if that's just luck of the draw or what, but
Is this alley next to the Blue Mermaid where they've been keeling over?
There was actually one behind the Blue Mermaid. There was one behind Mule Skull Tavern, and I think the other one was behind the Mermaid's Arms.
It's called Keel Alley. Damn it.
Yeah, Keel Alley. Between Keel Alley and Aline's Way, there was one, and
Okay.
between Ship Street and Cod Lane, there were the other two were found in that area behind Mule Skull Tavern and Mermaid's Arms.
Okay. I don't... Well, show us the place that you thought might work.
Okay.
We'll start
Sorry,
there.
do you want to say something, Kai?
Oh, just I mean, should we split up? Everybody take an alley, or did Yagra have a specific place you wanted to go to?
I just have the one place that we can see Mule Skull Tavern from, but it's really up to you guys how you want to handle it.
Well,
I'm
show
along
us...
for the ride. Dabble hired you guys first. I'm along for the ride.
Show us the place first, and then
All right.
we'll think about it. Drax, have you ever shown, or would we know that you have any magical way of communicating at distances?
No, you don't know. I wouldn't have shared that with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Because
I
I
could,
don't
but
have
I
a
don't.
spell to do that, so that's not something I can just do regularly.
Gotcha.
If I did, it would be different.
Ooh, that's intense. I like this map.
That's a good map.
So Yagra takes you inside one of these buildings and kind of pushes someone out of the way as she does it, and leads you to there's this tower. There's only really room for one or two of us up here, but you can see quite a bit from here.
Nice.
We're just all in the stairwell and shit.
Yeah, and this particular post where she's chosen is the walls are high enough that you can see out without being seen, but like she said, it's really only room up here for a couple of people, really.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on the map. And
All right, well, we got a lot of area to cover. I like the idea of covering more ground, but we need to be close enough to be able to help each other. If we're going to post someone up in the tower, they need to be able to fight at range or get down real quick. Can anybody accomplish that? Looking around at the four of you.
Well, I have range.
Yagra's got a big crossbow over her shoulders. I can do it if you need me to, and I do have the stake that I can send a message to someone if I even need to.
Snake?
So
She has a flying snake that's Dabble
Oh,
gave her that is-
snake! I heard steak. I was like,
I heard steak too.
I'm sorry.
It
I
would
like
be interesting
steak.
to have a
Yagra?
flying steak.
I like steak of all kinds. You can throw me one.
Yagra, are we here to set a trap for someone?
Well, I mean, that's the idea, right? Is catch or kill this guy, right?
So we already know who he is then?
No, not that I know of.
So what do we need to be looking for then? How will we know? Oh! He'll be the guy that cuts the head off. Never mind. Everything's clear.
She's kind of pointing at him. She goes, "Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going with. We wait till the guy strikes, and then we catch him afterwards, right?"
Yeah, I mean,
"Well,
it's
during.
unfortunate.
The goal is during, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, I have some healing abilities. I can try to save the victim if I can, but I don't see any other way to do this except to be reactionary.
Do we know if
Maybe
he's
catch
doing
him
the
on-
decapitation in the public streets, or is he doing this somewhere secluded?
In the alleyways.
Alleyways. Yagra just nods.
All right, well, the goal I think here is going to be stealth. Because if we're seen, we either might become targets. Well, none of us are really.
That
I look over at Katerina as I'm saying that. Well,
I could
we
be an
don't
elf.
want to be targets.
Right.
Uh,
Do you want to be
I
bait,
just
Katarina?
look
With me,
over,
of course.
just kind of looking at the group like, that would be effective, but dangerous.
Yagra kind of pipes up a little bit. She says, I think it's worth pointing out everybody he's killed so far was drunk at the time, too.
Oh,
Um,
all right.
I can be drunk, and then I become drunk.
What the fuck?
Roll me a
I don't
performance
know.
check.
I don't know what drunk is though, so
Oh,
I'll do
roll me a
disadvantage.
performance check with disadvantage, then yes. It's passable from a
Ta-da!
distance. He more looks like he's just kind of wobbling rather than drunk, but
So wait, are we saying? Well, I mean, you can't exactly pass for
So-
an elf there, big guy. Can you?
But I can.
Oh, that's right. You can.
Yeah, I could do my magic to disguise self and look like an elf and be bait.
That I like the sound of that a lot. If we do that, we could put Yagra up, watching in the ceiling, and I don't know. I think Katarina's probably our best stealth. Maybe she follows you around at a distance. We can hide me and Bart somewhere close by where we can see and jump into the fray if need be.
Excellent.
I'm gonna need to cover myself. I'm a little extravagant for this kind of thing.
I hiccup exuberantly.
All right. Everybody like this plan?
Yagra
Yes.
nods. Yeah, it sounds great to me.
I think it might work.
That's a good idea, big guy. All right. Well, I need to go buy a cloak. Try to fit in with these folks. So maybe you too, Margaster. I guess yours is pretty fancy, man. We should get something. Try to blend in a little.
Well, I do have these, and I pull out my common clothes
Oh,
in my
nice.
backpack. And I'm like, make them a little more rough and tumble. And I just kind of ball them up and throw them at you.
oh, all right.
At this point, when you do that, Yagra just picks up, goes down to the ground, picks up some dirt, just throws it on the clothes and says, "There, rough and
Right.
tumble."
Yeah.
Well, all
I'll
right.
just kind of gingerly hand them back to you. I think I'll just go buy a cloak and cover what I'm already wearing. But I appreciate the dedication. Yeah, I'll be right back. And
My cloak just kind of starts to subtly flow around me.
yeah, don't
Well,
rub it in,
I have a cloak.
bastard.
So, Katarina, as Todrin starts to wander off to find himself a cloak, Yagra turns to you, and she reaches into her pocket and she holds out a small coin. She says, "Davil told me to give this to you." She pushes it forward towards you.
I pick it up and look at it. What is it for?
This is a Zentarum challenge coin. We've Davil may be able to explain this better than I can, but there's some other Zentarum that are in the area. This coin will identify any members of our particular faction of the Zentarum. I've got one, Davil's got one. Just so you know, if you need to ask someone if they're with our particular group, they'll have one of these.
Our smaller group, you mean? Within
Yeah.
the Zentarum.
Yeah.
Very well. Thank you.
And with that, she hefts her. It's a very large crossbow. She hefts it up over her shoulder and says, "Anybody coming up with me to the tower?"
I'll accompany you.
All right. She leads the way, and again, this poor guy in the hallway. She just pushes out of the way. He doesn't seem to put up much of a fight.
Nice.
So
Yeah, and I just want to find, I don't know how much you want to resolve on that, but I just want to find a big, not dirty, but not fancy cloak, just like solid fabric, all one color.
yeah, you can find something like that for like 3 copper.
Cool. 3 copper, just a really dark, big cloak.
Yeah. There you go.
Sweet. Perfect. Thank you. And then I'll return to the group. Or at least to Katerina and Oscar down here on the street. All right, so how do you want to do this? Where will you be, big guy? Hello.
Wait, sorry, who?
You.
Oh, yeah, I'll go up on the tower.
No, you're our bait. You got to be in the tavern, right? Attracting attention.
Oh,
It seems like a
but
good
they
starting
don't.
point.
I was going to be in the alley because they don't attack in the taverns.
We'll start in the tavern to draw attention,
Right.
and then make our way out. One at a time, you first, I'll come after. We're not together. After you'll leave.
Ah,
We can sit together in the tavern, but you'll leave first. I'll leave after and follow.
I'll stay
And
out
we'll see
here.
who
Sounds
else
good.
follows. Does that make sense? Now it's
Excellent.
important. It's important that you understand, Oscar, that you're not leaving the tavern and going wandering. You need to stay in a specific vicinity.
Which one of these is the tavern? This one?
That one.
Maybe the next one over.
Oh, okay.
This is the alley behind the tavern. So this building that's to the southwest, I'm going to call the tavern. This map was not specifically designed for this. This is something I found. So
So when you leave out drunk, out the door, you're going to want to go right. Do you know your right from your left?
Right.
Okay, so this big one,
Okay.
this one right here is the tavern.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, gotcha. Sorry, go
Mule
ahead.
Skull Tavern.
Sorry, Kat.
For what?
Interrupted you. I think you were asking him something.
No, I just asked him if he knew his left from his right, and he said right.
Yes, right.
All right.
Right.
This should be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna be out here. I'll watch for you. And is it getting into the evening?
Wait,
You
is
said?
this the... Are we in the tavern now?
That
That was
is-
one across the street.
There is one across the street.
But we went into
There's-
this one.
There's a very large area that this is going to take place in, and
But this is the tavern that we're going to go to first. Yeah?
So that.
right.
Wait, Oscar,
Yes.
you don't go to your right when you leave this tavern. You go to your left when you leave this tavern.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So you need to leave.
Not all right. Sometimes left.
Do your thing, and then go in as the elf, and we'll be ready to help you. We'll be watching, and I'm gonna walk down the
Seth's
street
a
here
horrible person.
and just kind of lean up against the building here with my hood up,
All right.
watching the area.
Okay, so I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
So, real quick, I'm sorry. So when Kat just said, or Todd said something like, always go right or whatever.
No, he said all right.
Yeah, all right. And then she said, no, not always right. I was literally drinking at that moment, and now I have water all over everything.
Oh! Spit take.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So the first night, I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
Perception of the Oh, that's persuasion.
This is a lot of drinking.
That wasn't perception.
Wow, dude.
14.
All right.
Nature's close, kinda.
So, Bartholomew, most of the night, Yagra shifts between keeping an eye out and, occasionally feeding the snake a snack, and inquiring multiple times about your friend Todrin.
Nice.
Yay, she is.
And she asks you, how well do you know each other? And just all sorts of questions of personal nature that nothing too deep, but it's like she's obviously got an interest. And every time he walks by, or she thinks it's him walking by, she kind of leans over and watches. And at one point, you swear you can hear her going, "Mm-hmm," as he walks by.
Wow.
I'm just, every time she makes one of those moments, like where she's just staring at him, I'm just staring at her, kind of like Katarina does to people, just like blankly, just like. And in my head, it's one of those like, why am I here?
You volunteered.
In this tower.
So the first night passes with you see plenty of drunk elves. There's no shortage of drunk sailors in general, but the first night passes without incident. Do you want to keep the same setup for the next night?
I want to point out to Oscar that specifically they're killing elves and half-elves that are sailors. So if you could look at one of these fine fellows that are walking by us here, try to make yourself look like one of them. It can't just be any elf. And that's all I got. But yeah, other than that, I think we've got a good plan here.
Well, my
Okay.
fellow friend elf, seems I'm drunk enough. Hopefully I won't lose my head on the way home. Goodbye.
Actually, before you guys, on the second night, while you're in the tavern, Katarina and Oscar, I'm assuming you guys are in the tavern for a while, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check just to see if there's anybody keeping an eye on you specifically.
So we did decide to go with the same thing the second night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to check it out.
No.
Only have eyes for Cat.
Nope.
Okay. Both of you, the only thing you see, again, there's drunk sailors. At one point, there's a scuffle between a couple of sailors, but there's nothing that points to anything especially malevolent. So the second night passes, and everyone roll me a perception check just for the night.
Bam!
What, bam?
Crit 20.
Toddering, at some point during the night,
Oh shit! We got some good rolls.
you think you see a dark figure up on the rooftops, but it is gone long before you get there.
Damn.
So
All
this
right.
is the
Well,
third night now. That,
I'll tell Bart and Yagra about that, and to keep an eye out on the rooftops. They might not actually be on the ground for our next night.
That's good to know.
so that was the second night, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
checking the.
Yep.
And nothing happened.
Okay.
Are we going to doing this?
So
And if so, for how long?
it's at the point you hear Yager kind of let's shake it up a little. Maybe have Todd run up here one night with me, and you can go explore the alleyways.
Well, that, as appealing as that sounds, I don't believe that Todrin would be very effective up here in this tower.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what,
didn't know that.
I need to get down from here, so maybe someone else can come up here and join you.
Well, I can be up here alone if you really must go down. But remember, if you do go down and scout, you can't be hanging around with Todrin. The goal is stealth, Yagra.
Let me persuasion check.
Nice.
Asian. Ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah, we got a job to do. I got it. No problem.
But don't. It's not a problem to say hey every once in a while.
Sure. She's obviously she's listening, but it's like, yeah, I know. Don't you have to? So the third night, Todrin, Yagra's keeping up with you, and whoever decides to go with you. If it's just the two of you,
Yeah, I'm the roamer out on the streets.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, if she's
So she
go ahead.
the entire night she is just asking all sorts of questions. It's personal. She asks you about Sunni. She asks you about what it's like to be a noble, just because that's an unusual thing for her in particular. That the idea of being noble is something that she can't quite obtain. But
Right. I do my best to be friendly and humane through all of it.
well, I'm gonna need your perception check this time at disadvantage because she's keeping you pretty well distracted.
Damn.
she's
All right.
she's still keeping an eye out herself, but she's talking enough that it's distracting you. And everyone else, I need to roll just a regular perception check for this third night.
And I'm keeping my attention pretty much on areas where they can't be because Yagra isn't listening to me.
I think I'm actually drunk.
18.
All right, so this third night, Bartholomew,
Yeah?
from your position on the tower, just on the next set of buildings over,
Ruh-roh.
you do see a shadowy figure.
Zombie.
After what Todrin had said about the night before, that there had been someone on the rooftops, you see this person and you roll me a stealth check.
Ooh. Do I have advantage since I'm in a tower with high walls?
I'll just say it affects the DC.
Oh, okay. Aw, but I'm dumb, and I'm like, ooh, what's that?
Oh.
He waves. Hi up there! Do you like to read books?
Just look up this way so I can identify you.
I like books.
Hello. I like books.
And this is on the third night?
This is on the third night. This individual, you notice this, they look right at you.
Oh, and I kind of duck down and try to be a little bit more
They look right
stealthy,
at you.
even though I know I was just seen.
Yeah.
Seen.
And they disappear.
Like they just vanish.
They vanish, but you got a pretty good look at them, though.
Wait a minute. I'm like still looking at him. Like he just disappears in
No,
midair.
he leaves the building. He gets
Oh,
off the
okay.
rooftop and disappears into the alley.
See, in
But
D&D,
I
you gotta
got
be
a good look
specific
at him.
about that.
if you want to try to run after them or signal anyone, now would be the time because this person is leaving.
Well, I don't know he did anything wrong, and
Right.
in order to signal anyone,
So what you
I don't
gotta,
even know where he went. So
Yeah. What you got to look at though was someone appeared to be in leather armor. They appeared to be armed. Seemed to have a shield, but other than that, it was dark, and you really didn't get anything more than that. It did appear to be a man, though.
did it look like a sword or like a mace?
The weapon you saw seemed to be, at the very least, there was a sword on their hip.
All right. Could I see any kind of detail of what kind of creature they were? How tall?
With an 18 at that distance, it's not a dwarf or a halfling. It was human or elf-sized.
It was like a medium creature, like
Yeah, not as tall as Oscar by any means, but
so like a standard man. So it could be
right.
man, elf, anything that size, humanoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we go to the next morning and you tell us that?
Yeah.
And at this point, we're like all exhausted because we've been sleeping all day and working all night for several days.
Right. But this is good news, everyone. I mean, now we've seen someone. We don't know if it was relevant. I didn't see where he actually got to go. But why would someone in armor and armed be on the rooftops in the late hours of the night? I mean, this is good.
Right.
Well, for us, this is good. This is bad for never mind.
Well, I guess we'll just keep trying then. This is something to go on at least. Maybe you two can, have a description that we can keep an eye out for the man specifically, or woman.
Well, vaguely. I mean, somebody that's armed and armored wandering the rooftops.
Better than nothing.
That is true. Before we literally had nothing. So, I guess,
We'll do it again.
all stakeout. Yay. How are things going in the taverns, Todrin? Or,
Hi,
Oscar, Katarina?
Drunk? I mean, I'm not really drunk, but yes, I'm drunk.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
You got the easy end of this.
This person with the armor and the disappearing act, do you have any heads with him?
Not that I could see. I mean,
Might not be our guy, but okay.
Probably had just the one.
Yes.
His.
Cut off his own head?
Well, if it's convenient to carry that way, I suppose.
I very subtly try to see if my head would be easier to carry.
All right, let's do it one more time. Once more, everyone, with feeling. Bart, how would you... I can't believe we haven't discussed this. What would be your signal if you see something?
Well, to be honest, I will be sending you a paper crane, probably. Otherwise, I'll be firing a fireball, which will be quite clear. Firebolt, sorry.
All right. Well, that's pretty clear, I suppose.
Indeed, from that height, you should be able to see it.
Mine will
If
be
you're somewhere I
highly
don't...
audible, so mine will be tough to miss as well.
Excellent.
All right, to your places. Lights, camera.
Yager asks before you get that verse. He says, "Do you mind if I join you on the walkabout again?" Talking to you, Toddern.
Not at all, my dear. Not at all.
Although you will need to keep your eyes open.
Right. Tonight though, we need to focus. Lives are at stake.
I got it.
We can always hit up a tavern on our own later on after this. We don't have to do all this talking now.
See her eyes kind of light up. She's like, "All right, I'd like that."
Excellent.
Oh my.
All right. So, Bartholomew, when you go to this building this night, you actually find that the trapdoor that leads up to that tower, there's a lock on it.
Oh shit.
Locked?
Oh, snap.
Oh, he saw
to
you. We
us.
should not have sent you up there.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that. Hmm. Yes. Well, I'm not going up there. I come back down and I join them in the streets.
All right. Do you want to join Toddern and Yagra?
I'll be a little bit stealthy about it, and I
Okay.
will be in the shadows.
All right. Everybody, roll me a stealth check for.
Oh, how well that worked out last time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yagra rolled a 16.
12 isn't awful.
I am really bad at blending in with the common folk.
Yeah. So this fourth night, everybody, roll me a perception check for.
Come on. Fuck.
18.
Ooh. Nice
Okay.
rolls.
So Katerina and Oscar, this time, you two are the two that see something. As you're walking about drunken through the streets, it's not the same individual that Bartholomew described, but you're being watched, and it seems there's something watching you specifically.
You who?
Don't look now, but that guy right there, and I point, is looking at us.
I'm not actually with Oscar. I'm in the shadows, out of the way, watching Oscar.
Okay.
He leaves, I leave after him, but not at the
Alright.
same time, and I kind of trail where I can keep my eye on him,
All right, you both
but I'm
see
not with him.
you both see something watching him.
Okay.
I'm now trying to figure out where Katerina is because I thought she was right next to me.
The plan was always to not be with you or Lefbar,
And yet he's still confused.
but he's still looking around. Did she say left or right?
To be fair,
cat!
that's a good part of being drunk.
Cat, are you there? I go over to the guy and ask him if he's seen Cat.
Which is a great question.
It is because,
He's-
we don't know that cat is anything but a cat, right?
Exactly. Have you seen Cat? Yeah, buddy.
I love it.
Oscar, this person
Yes.
looks right into your eyes, but when they look into your eyes, they're not looking down to where your eyes as an elf would be. They're looking up. And it gives you the impression they see right through your disguise.
Oh shit, that's right.
Ruh-roh.
My eyes are
This
down
is-
here.
My eyes are down here.
And he looks at you, and he asks, "Who's Cat?"
Who's asking?
Ruh-roh.
And starts to turn around.
I grab his shoulder.
Roll me a strength check.
I'm like out here on the street.
Ah!
+3.
Okay. So when you reach out to grab this guy's shoulder, you pull the hood back on his cloak,
There's a chihuahua.
and
He's a chihuahua.
roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you do not have dark vision. The best you can make out, this person has light hair and dark complexion, and appears to be elven. That's all you can really make out. You can see just the tips of the elven ears, but you can't really make out anything else. And as you try to grab them, they twist your arm off and back and draw a weapon. I need you to roll initiative.
They twist his arm off.
They
All of us?
twist his arm off
Oh
of
my God.
them.
And he's standing in the street now,
While
right?
while you're doing that, could you please tell us where Oscar is, and then I can see where I would be, and
Yeah,
so
where
I
is
have
this
an idea of
happening?
how far away I am from him, because I'd be in the shadows where I wouldn't be seen, but I'd be close enough to keep an eye on
That's right, where I thought
Oscar.
it was.
And having dark vision myself, I'm wondering what I would see.
How far is your dark vision? 60 feet or more?
60 total, so it's 60 feet dim light, 30 feet of good vision.
This is just on the very outskirts of your vision. So you do see this individual, and from that distance, this person appears to be Drow that is accosting Oscar.
All right. I would say I'm down the street, far away, just kind of
Okay.
Yeah,
staying in the
we're,
shadows.
We're set up to where we can see him, so I'd put me and Yagra about here.
So where's Cat then?
I'm
Right
gonna-
outside the door.
I'd say she's right about there in the tavern, in the doorway of the tavern. So she can see what's going on. Todrin, you and Yagra are coming to around that corner where you can see Bartholomew. You can't really see from where you are, but you'll probably hear it.
Well, yeah,
So
I'm just kind of hanging
Oscar?
out.
Yes, I rolled a 4.
Did I roll initiative for this guy? I feel like I did. How do I tell? It looks like I did.
Oh, I didn't roll
Yeah,
initiative.
you rolled a 10.
Okay.
14. Noise.
All right. So Yagra is just still there with you, Todrin. She hasn't seen anything yet as you guys come across this. Okay. All right, Bart.
Right on.
I really only meant for Oscar to roll initiative, but
Oh,
it's okay. It's okay. We'll go with it. It'll be relevant.
All right. So,
Do
say
I
I'm
have...
walking this way down the street, and I'm not walking very fast. So I'm only gonna move 20. So.
All right. Okay. Sorry, what was that, Kai?
Just a quick clarification about the initiative roll for me. So I
Right.
grab him, he turns away, cloak comes off. Is it then, does he pull away and it's initiative, or is it then initiative? Because I want to try to do something if he pulls away first.
I'd say he pulls away first.
Okay, as he pulls away, I'm going to try and use my innate detect magic.
Okay. Let's see. You actually do some magic on this guy.
So just like items, not necessarily like he's magical or anything.
Okay. His boots appear to be
Somebody.
magical.
Ah, okay.
Katerina, Oscar, this is what you see.
Oh, that guy's awesome.
Looks like the guy you saw, Drex.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
With some fancy ass boots.
Is that a gun?
With
It's
that-
a metal tube.
And is it a spiderwebby shield?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit.
Which means those are boots of spider climbing.
Oh,
You
shit.
hear a loud crack. Nothing hits you, though, Oscar, and this guy takes off running. So you get an attack of opportunity if you want to make it.
Yes, please.
All right. Yeah, he darts out of the way before you can connect with him.
Stop, fancy man!
All right, he gets about that far. And Todrim, just as you were starting to round this corner, you hear this loud crack. It almost sounds like a crack of lightning or something. That as you turn the corner, you see someone darting off towards the north in the alleyways.
All right. Game on. I'm going to do my best to throw my hood back and chase after him. Yagra, follow me. Go around. No, wait. Go around the other way. And I point up north, and then I take off.
Just-
Really?
Oh.
Go ahead.
What, Kazan?
I was just she nods her head. Yeah.
And I'm going to go 5, 10,
Uh.
15, 20, 25, 30. And as I'm running, I pull my sword. Stop there! Where are you going?
For the record, he doesn't appear to be stopping.
No shit.
Oscar.
I am going to cast Entangle. It is a concentration spell.
Okay.
So splashes and boxes and stuff all appear, falling in his way.
All right.
And he succeeds.
Lame.
Okay. So he's able to. This guy's very dexterous. He just darts right over this and through it, and doesn't seem to have any problem at all getting past what you just put in front of him.
Bummer.
Totally forgot I can dash from my action. It's been too long since something happened.
And I apologize. I kind of flubbed this from the beginning. I shouldn't have put the map up till I was ready for it, because then we ended up just sitting there looking at a map for a while
No worries.
and weren't moving tokens or anything on it. So, is there anything else, Oscar? Do you want to move or?
Oh yes. I will then run
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay. Katerina.
Katarina.
From the doorway of the tavern, where Katerina was watching this unfold with her mug of ale still in her hand. Kind of is watching, takes her last swig, puts it down, shrugs her shoulders, and starts running toward the encounter.
I apologize. Earlier you said you were following in the shadows, and I should have put you a little closer. So I'm going to let you. I'm going to say you can get
No,
within
it's
10
totally
feet if you
fine.
want.
We'll just play
Okay. All right.
it. So I'll move as far as I can running, whatever that is.
All right. 60 feet.
To Just Pine Tavern, maybe?
Can't see the squares, I know. I'll have to use my little measure thingy.
Yep, it's
You
just
said-
behind me.
Keith, you said you found this map?
I found this map on Drive-Thru RPG.
Oh, I still haven't found any good roof images, and these are really nice.
Yeah, this is the best one I found. This actually has a daytime and a nighttime version. So,
Oh, nice.
all right. Katarina, something occurs to me. You're level 2 now as a rogue, aren't you? You can take
Yes.
another dash action if you wanted to with your cunning action if you wanted. So you
No,
could
I'm
catch
good
up.
here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So none of you see it, but Yagru is running towards the north. And Oscar, you can hear from across the alley, sounds like a door's being kicked in.
Badass.
Do I hear that?
You'd hear me yelling.
I would say you've heard the gunshot and you've heard a door getting kicked in, so you know something's up, yeah.
I'm totally
Was
gonna
a
head to the
gun.
east then.
Okay.
Like, what in the balls was that? So,
Balls
5,
indeed.
10, 15, 20, 20, 30?
All right.
What in the sweaty
you-
man flesh?
You really can't see anything except this door is standing open that
Yeah, I
just
come around the
kicked
corner
in.
and it's just a busted in door, and I'm just like, well, there's the door. What was that noise? And is that Taldrin? Ah, balls!
As you catch up to him, when the entanglement spell went off, gave you enough time to catch up to him, and he turns to you and draws these two scimitars out of his waistband, out of the sheaths, and he takes a swing at you, Oscar.
Ooh.
Todd, you see, just in a flash, there's these two quick swings of this guy's scimitars, and Oscar just goes down hard.
Holy shit.
And this guy keeps running.
Well, damn.
Holy fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna move 10, 20. I'm concerned for Oscar,
Jack,
but
that went away.
I'm gonna keep going. So 10, 20, 30, and then I'm gonna use my dash action.
When you come around the corner, you'll see the guy.
Okay, and as I'm running up towards him, anybody that can see, I'm using my bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite. And so you can see as I'm running, this lightning starts to travel from my fist up the blade of my sword and just starts to crackle along the blade of the sword.
Hold on,
Nice.
did you have to dash to get there?
Yes. Thunderous is a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
So that's going to be cast at first level. Thunderous Smite on self. Okay. And that's me.
All right. Oscar, roll me a death save.
Excellent.
That's a failure.
Oh no! Hang in there, Oscar!
I'm dying for reals.
So much blood!
Katarina.
What is this I feel? Is this
I'm gonna run
cashew?
up to Oscar and stay there, and I'm looking. I don't think I have anything to heal him. Calling
no.
him for
You do
help,
know-
and I'm also just
gonna
looking
point it
around to
out.
make sure there's no threats to him, and encouraging him to blow bubbles that are colorful. I don't know.
I'm going to
Don't
point
die,
out
little
you
buddy.
do know that he was just given a healer's kit by just days ago.
Don't you have a couple healing potions?
I haven't looked yet.
I'm pretty sure I gave you.
Hence the I don't know. No, I'm gonna look.
I mean, I've got one on me.
Yeah, if I don't find any here, then I can look through his. I have one.
All right.
So I'm gonna give him the one that I have, and then I'm gonna start looking through his pockets
Okay.
to see
This
if
is-
I can find any others on him, and to see if I can find his book of healing.
Got a potion of healing in your pants? You're just dead.
The
Nice.
report is done. Sit in.
There's this
Whoa.
Oh.
there's a guy standing on the corner just a little bit south of you, and Katerina, you hear him. I think she just took that guy's wallet.
Oh no.
Do you have any potions of healing? This man needs help.
No.
But you give him the one in your pocket?
I have one, and I've given it.
Okay.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
What is that? 2d4 plus, or is it 1d4? I forget. For a-
2d4 plus 4 sounds right.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's 1d4
Uh,
plus 2.
It's 2d4 plus 2. I'm looking at it right now. So go ahead and roll me 2d4, cat. Okay, that'll work.
Wow, nice roll.
I didn't roll.
Nice.
We'll
Oh,
let him
he
do
rolled
it.
it. God,
Well-
no.
well-
Yeah, yeah, his is fine. His is good. We'll go
Sorry,
with that
I don't know.
I don't either.
He rolled max on it though, so I'll let him have it. Okay.
Damn.
So, with a gasp, Oscar sits up after you pour
After I
this.
open his mouth and I'm pouring this potion down
yeah.
his gullet, and he's gluck, gluck, gluck.
Yeah.
God, did he take my head?
No, don't worry. Your head is still here. Somewhat intact.
All right.
It's intact as much as it was beforehand, at least.
Nice. Glad someone was there to make that joke.
Sorry. Before I move on, is there anything else you want to do, Kat?
Oh no.
Okay. So Yagra comes running through. There's a table that gets turned over in her wake, and she kicks open the door, and right in the other side of this guy, Todrin, you can see Yagra, and she's got this mace in hand.
Yeah. She's a badass.
She runs up. She actually gets advantage on this attack because of pack tactics. So,
She has pack tactics?
mm-hmm.
Cool.
What a practical.
Ah,
Roll it again.
practicality.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, she lands this mace right into his right arm, and you see him wince, but he looks like he can keep going for a while. That just barely scratched him.
That was impactuous.
She is going to get this multi-attack though. Damn, Yager's a badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she lands
Oish.
another one.
Sweet.
I should have put that on him. There we go. Okay. And you just hear her kind of snarling as she's swinging this mace at this guy. Bartholomew.
So I'm gonna run into this doorway
Okay.
here.
When you enter this, there are people and tables and chairs everywhere. It is any movement you make is going to be rough terrain.
Okay, cool. As I'm running
So-
through, so I'm gonna have to dash to get through this building.
Yeah, you'd have to dash to get through this building.
Okay, so as I'm
you-
running through, I'm like, sorry, excuse me, what happened here? Oh my gosh. It looks like everything's okay, so I'm just gonna keep moving. Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
That was
Pardon
awesome.
me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
If you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give it for that. That was good. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
I don't
He
think
saw
I
a painting
do.
on the wall and was inspired.
But as I get here, I do get to see what's going on.
Oh
And
yeah.
instead of bursting out, I'm just like,
There's enough
and
dim light that you can also recognize this guy to be Drow.
like, oh, balls. And I get back in the doorway. And I'm preparing for combat.
All right. Todrin, this guy swings, and the first
Oh, shit.
swing of his sword goes off of your shield,
He swung at me.
and he takes another one at you, and it doesn't quite connect. I'm going to need you to roll me a reaction strike. What's the word? Help me here.
Opportunity attack?
Opportunity attack as he tries to get away from you and Yagra.
Cool. And I do have Sentinel. I totally
Right.
forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to bring down... Oh wait, is my shield equipped? Okay, it is. So only one-handed. My sword is crackling with lightning and I swing it at him. Yeah!
Nice.
So it's going to add that. And I'm also going to throw in my Divine Smite as well, which is my other spell slot. So,
Yagra's attack misses, though.
oh, okay, gotcha. Jesus. Okay, so this is going to be... How... That, and then plus 2d8. So plus another 9, so 24 damage. And it's...
Okay.
So I bring down the sword and it smashes into his chest, and there's this deafening crash of thunder as the lightning explodes out from the blade. And a flash of red light as well. It's like red lightning explosion kind of thing. It's really loud. And that's
All
me.
right. So you did hit, and he can't. The strike knocks him off balance. He can't move away from you.
Right. He's like stunned with the lightning a little bit.
All right, Todrin, your go.
Cool. And I'm gonna try to clock him across the face with the No, I'm sorry. He still looks pretty strong, so I'm just gonna swing at him with the sword again.
This guy looks like he could keep going all night right now.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna try to do some more damage. Fuck. I'm gonna use
And
my
that first one,
inspiration.
he deflects that. Oh, okay.
Fuck!
Ouch.
Roll me a dex check.
Oh no.
Wah, wah.
So much for inspiration.
All right.
Not bad.
You stumble a bit as he deflects it with his shield, and but you're still standing.
Alright, good.
All right, Oscar. Unless did you have any movements or anything you wanted to do, Todrin?
Not really, no.
Okay. Oscar.
Thanks for the drink, Kat. I appreciate that. The elf, he ran upstairs.
How are you feeling?
I'm better. Should we get him?
If you're feeling up to it.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
The alcohol in your system magnified the effects of the healing potion.
Nobody else is hit, right? Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
I feel like I'm missing spells, but okay.
Did you
Let's go
make
get
new
him,
ones
Kat.
out at?
I think I might not have, but they're only first level, so it doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
All right.
I'm gonna do that and then clobber him.
All right.
Nice.
That you do.
I look back at Cat. I hit him.
Nice rolls.
So when you do hit him, his head kind of jerks to the side, and you see him just his eyes kind of flare as he turns back to you. He says, "Thought I put you down already."
Oh no, you did. Yeah, he was back there.
Oh no, you totally did.
Nice.
So Cat's gonna move up here out of the light
Oh, and
where she
I'm
can get a
a
clear
furbolg
shot
now.
of this guy.
You're a
my
full bug?
disguise was. Oh, well, my disguise would have worn off when I went down.
You
And
went
then
full bug. Sorry, Cat.
she's
Actually,
gonna
when I cast
shoot
it.
her short bow.
All right. Given that there is Oscar and Todrin in the way, I'm going to give this guy a. It'll be a -5 to the shot. So click the little down in the lower
Minus
left-hand
what?
corner. There's a -5 for. He's got half cover at least between the two of you.
Then never mind. She's not going to shoot at him. She goes to aim and sees she can't get a clear shot on the guy. So I will finish running as far as I can up on north.
Yeah, this north.
I think I can run to there. So maybe one more. I don't know. There.
You did manual in the other 9 damage from me, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
So Yagra is still just swinging this mace like it's a mace. She's trying to knock this guy's head in with it.
That was great. I love it.
Yeah, you've gotten a couple of good hits in, but this guy's good. This guy's obviously a professional at this point. You can tell just because the way he's dealing with multiple attackers.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, both of her attacks just go wide, or he moves in such a way that to avoid them, and she just can't land a hit on him. Bart.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to do the other effect of Thunderous Smite, but that's
What was that?
alright. It knocks him away and knocks him prone if he fails a strength check.
Okay.
DC
Well,
14.
we'll have to keep it in mind for next time. But
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, I'm going to get a little bit out of the way so I'm not so far
Damn it.
or not so behind Yagra.
Right.
And I'm gonna shoot him
Shoota!
with magic missile.
Please do finger guns. Pew pew pew! Little missiles come out of your fingers.
No. So I run over. I'm still in the shadow, and I pull up that glass orb with the fish in it, and it just starts to glow green. And I kind of lift it I just kind of let it go, and it starts flowing in the air. And I just kind of palm it 3 times, and missiles just fly out of it at him. Little green, I guess, fireball-looking things. So the one. So right, we only roll the 1. That's what we decided.
Do 4 damage
Right.
3 times.
Okay, so I hit him for 12.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it. All right.
Ooh.
So again, this guy, he still looks like he's not all that hurt. He looks like he could still keep going. He looks a little worried now that he's surrounded, but he looks like he could keep going for a while. And he Let's see, how's this work?
Sorry, Kazan, I'm making it very tough for you to get away.
He casts darkness,
Oh
and the
shit.
whole area goes pitch black around him for 60 feet. So every one of you are just engulfed in complete of just a void of pitch black.
Well, shit.
That's not good.
And I
We're
need
all
you,
deaf and blind.
Oscar, Todrin. Todrin, I'm going to do yours first because it's Sentinel. Roll me a opportunity attack with disadvantage because you cannot see him.
Alrighty. Disadvantage. Come on, baby. Yes!
Dropped a 20. Ouch. So he can't move. He's still there. Because he hasn't moved out of Oscar or Yager's thing, though, do they still get a?
Let me
say no,
read the
'cause
feat.
I'm thinking they don't move at all, so they wouldn't
Right.
be. He wouldn't be moving out of their threat range, so they do not get the attack on him.
It depends on when opportunity attacks trigger.
Opportunity attacks is when a hostile creature you can see moves out of your reach. So
Oh,
you can't
no
see
way.
him.
Oh,
That's fucking crazy.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you keep the damage.
That's fine. No, undo it. Undo it. I didn't get to do an attack at all.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Sentinel overwhelms your ability to disengage, but I don't get opportunity
Okay.
attacks on someone I can't
So-
see. So yeah, totally.
Right. Okay. So you hear movement. There's a lot of that, but you don't see where he goes.
This doesn't apply here, but you also don't provoke an opportunity attack when you teleport or when someone or something moves you without using your movement, action, or reaction. So, like an explosion hurls you out of the reach, or gravity
Right.
causes you to fall past.
Okay.
Well, I'll do my best to follow him from the sound
Uh,
since it was my turn next.
yeah. Roll me a perception check, Todrin, Oscar, and I'll roll one for Yagra, just because you threw the closest. Yagra has no idea.
Oh no.
You all three of you rolled an 8.
We all take off running and run into each other, all three of us right there. Bam.
That's crazy. So, yeah, you hear a lot of movement. You don't have any idea where he went, though.
Oh hell, I can't see a damn thing. Bart!
No, I'm Oscar.
Oh, well, at least you're okay. Glad to hear it. I can't. Where'd he go?
Over there, and I point.
I'm just feeling my way in the dark, trying to get out of this darkness.
Okay.
Bart, I can't see.
The only thing you really feel is Oscar right now.
Well,
And-
He's got me.
Yeah, you two are fumbling around in the darkness, and you all of a sudden you feel a third set of hands.
Oh
I
damn!
like where this is going.
Don't stop now.
You hear Yagra going, "I can't see anything. Is that you? That's too much fur." She's got her hand on Oscar's chest.
Well, damn. The quickest anything's turned from combat to what would the word be?
foreplay.
Three Stooges.
Foreplay.
Foreplay. That was better. That was better.
Well,
Alright.
shit.
What do you guys want to try to do now? Or it's still your turn, Todrin, if you want to move or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just run in the direction I think he went.
Okay, I'm going to say that it's going to be.
Could do a dice for directions because it's random at this point.
It's completely up to you where you go.
Okay.
You could-
I go straight this way and run into the wall, and then start feeling my way north. And I run into Cat, and that's all I can do. Who the hell?
All right. Oscar, what do you want to do?
Is that 30 supposed to be the?
Yeah, that's the darkness.
So it's 60 feet of darkness.
Yes.
Good lord. Or at the top of the map.
It says. I'm sorry, I misunderstood this. It's a range of 60 feet, not a radius. It's a radius of 15, so it'd be 30. I mean,
Okay, yeah. So you can put a. Yeah, there you go. You can put
there we
that
go.
up to 60 feet away.
I apologize. That was my mistake. I misread that.
Not
Thank
that
you
that
for-
changes anything.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Right? It's still perfectly enough.
Detection. So I can't see anything. Can I try a perception to see if I can figure out where you went?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
There's a lot of noise coming from what would be the west, where inside the tavern, and you also seem to hear something. Almost sounds like it's on the rooftop behind you.
That bastard climbed the buildings.
You called that shit with the boots, man. That was clever.
I'm going to cast jump on myself. And then jump towards the thing.
Okay.
I have a calculator for this, hold on.
Just for the record, if I'd been thinking about the boots, he wouldn't have heard shit behind him.
Drows are assholes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Ah, found it. Okay, I am 16. With a running start, I can jump 18 feet off the ground.
Oh.
And my long jump is 48 feet.
Okay.
Holy shit.
That spell's pretty awesome. So, which direction was did I hear it from?
South on the rooftops.
South. All right. So I'm going to jump to there, which is about 45 feet, and then see what I see.
You actually don't see him at all.
Where did you go?
I thought I took you down already. Oh, yeah, you totally did. But
Katerina was standing up against this building when all this darkness came upon. And then she hears Abernathy running toward her. Whatever. Cathra.
Abernathy. Abercrombie and Fitch.
And then he bumps into her and is surprised. It's just me, my lord. Calm yourself. And then she's going to walk back the way she came because she knows because she walked back. She's going back the way she came because she can't see. And she's going to continue walking that way until she is out of the darkness if she reaches it.
Lord Abercrombie.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to walk through the darkness and past Todrin, and eventually do come out of the darkness there.
And I'm looking around just to see what I see.
From there, you don't see or hear anything. Yeah, Yagra is stumbling around. You guys don't actually see where she is either. But I'm gonna leave her token where it is, but I'm moving her in my head essentially. So, Bart, what do you want to do?
So would I recognize this as a darkness spell?
You saw him casting. You
So
have
can I
no
just
doubt.
kind of back up and hope I can back out of the range?
Yeah, you can keep going that way. You bump into the back of a building as you move.
Oh, so I can't get out of it. There's a building there.
There's enough room that I would say you can back out enough to where you are no longer in the dark. Yeah,
But I'm like in a corner now,
right,
aren't I?
right. You are in a corner between these two buildings.
There's just a big wall of darkness. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it is just pitch black in front of you.
So can I move through the bubble along the wall this way? Even though we don't have a map for that?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, so as I move that way, is there more street over there that I come out of the bubble on?
Yeah.
And do I see anything out there?
You don't see anything around this giant bubble of just complete darkness.
Balls! That's probably like 20 feet that I've moved now. Right on. Well, I don't know what to do. And I kind of start moving back into the bubble towards that house and the entryway.
You actually bump into Yagra as you do.
Nice. So I'm going to move past her and use my dash.
Okay.
To kind of... So 5, 10, 15, 20...
Okay.
Wait, because it's double the movement because it's still rough terrain, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is rough terrain, and you hear a lot of people, "What's going on? I can't see." There's just shouting and complete. If it wasn't chaos before, this place has just gone to hell.
It's alright, as I'm... Nice, so I'm moving through just very gingerly, kind of like doing a little, like, dance thing, just hoping I don't, like, trip over something.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm back. I'm coming through. Everything is all right. It'll go away momentarily. It's all right. Everything is fine. I'm with the Mages Guild. Just calm down.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check, just a general check. Or you can make it acrobatics if you want to.
Oh, would that be better for me?
It
No,
might.
it's the same. So
Yeah.
that's the same.
You trip and fall. You are prone currently, but you
Awesome.
get as far as you do right there. You're still in the darkness, but when you trip and fall prone, your head lands just outside it, so you can see the rest of the room.
Awesome. So is it half of my current movement speed to stand up?
It would be on your next turn.
Oh, okay. So I'm just on the ground, just like, damn!
Yeah, that'll be the end of your movement right there.
That's me.
Oscar, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Yeah, you see, you do not hear a thing though as this guy comes out of the darkness on the rooftop.
Uh-oh.
And he sees you.
He's on the roof.
He sees you across the way. Yeah, he's on the roof. He sees you across the way over the rooftop, over the peak of the rooftop, and just doesn't seem to acknowledge you at all.
Harumph.
And there's a line connecting these two buildings that like a cable between them that this guy just seems to dance on as he just crosses from one building to the other.
Oh, badass.
And from here, he's up on a higher plane, but he has had to dash to get to where he is, and he's looking down on you, Oscar.
Oh, is that down, or are we equal-ish?
He's on a higher building than you are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna do my best to run towards the sound of Bart yelling, 10, 20, 30...
Yeah, you bump right into Yagra as you get that far.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
She
Excuse
throws
me.
her arms around you and you're like dragging
Yeah,
her.
she's like, I can't see anything. Could you...
Come on, let's go through the...
All right. She's feeling around, like trying to grab your hand, and
Your hand, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Okay, I'm gonna dash,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna need a dexterity save, or excuse me, not a dexterity save, a dex check or acrobatics, your choice, as you get through this building, and it is still rough terrain.
if
so
I do
half
grab
your
her
movement.
hand, I can drag her with me, right? For half movement,
I
Anywhere
would
you
say
go.
yes.
half the half movement.
I would say yeah.
A
I'll allow
quarter?
it. I'll allow it. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I grab her hand. Come on, let's go. And
Okay.
so I have 30 more from where I am, just moving as far as I can through all this crazy. It's black, it's rough terrain, and I'm dragging her, so I probably can't get far.
Yeah. So you get this far, and from the door that Yagra kicked in earlier, you can see this guy up on the rooftop, and he looks over at. He's looking over across the rooftops, and he's suddenly his head snaps towards you again, and there's just a sneer as he sees you appear in the doorway there.
Fuck. There he goes on the rooftops, and that's me.
Oscar.
Bastard!
Cat, I see him.
Oscar, you should
You
come
do
back.
another
You
crazy
can't
jump.
catch him.
I think
That's
I can.
right.
Oscar,
Right,
he already
um,
killed you once.
Right, so we can't do it again. I'm gonna make my magical leap.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
Is that concentration? Or is it another spell
Nope,
casting?
just a minute.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, that's about as far as I can jump. And you
Yeah.
said he's in a higher building.
He is on a higher
So-
building.
I am either going to reach out and hope he grabs me.
Try to grab
Actually,
that
yeah,
cable.
I think
With his
What?
sword?
no, it's going to be the whole kind of like jumping and then kind of like running in mid-air as I kind of reach out, sort of thing.
You could always jump to the roof that Todrin and them are on, so you can
Nah, it
cross
doesn't
the
make
cable.
sense.
Yeah, that would be too
Oh.
logical. Does not work
Yeah.
for Oscar.
Fair.
Yeah. So what do I need to do to? Is he gonna grab my hand?
No, but he's pointing a pistol at your face as you come through the air.
I
Shit.
grab that pistol and hold on with dear life.
Yeah. You know what? That's
Oh,
crazy
no.
enough. I'm gonna allow you to make a dexterity check.
Nope.
Nope.
At least I threw his aim off. Wait, inspiration.
Oh boy.
Inspiration.
You don't have inspiration.
Even
already used it.
better. I had the little check marks and the little star.
Oh, you must. You probably unchecked it before I looked, so you're good. Go ahead.
Well, it was even worse. So
Yeah. It
That was
happened.
Hind that used his inspiration, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Can you
everyone's
just see him now where
inspiration.
he's reaching out and it looks like he's just going to get the pistol and all of a sudden gravity finds him, he just falls straight down.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Like he realized he was flying and couldn't and then he stopped.
how rude!
Have you got anything else?
I don't think I have feather fall.
Oh. How does jump work as far as falling?
Oh, it triples your jump range.
Okay.
So no special way to use it.
I'm not gonna roll falling damage on that. Don't worry about
You're just dead.
it.
There's a very fine line between jumping and falling,
It's true.
and I think at some point he makes the transition.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like sliding down the corner of the building. All right, sorry.
As she cannot jump but wishes to follow after Oscar, in fear for his life, I do have things that I can climb with. I think I'm gonna try to climb up onto the roof of this place right here.
You can just make a straight up, what would it be, athletics check if you want to, or unless you have some special climbing gear. Sure,
I
you can try
thought
that.
something, but I mean, we can try the athletics. But I've got
let's see.
climbing gear for when I need
You
to
have,
get to the tallest tower.
you have rope. You have.
Baton thingies, rope thingies.
Yeah, but the baton and the hammer are kind of like for like mountain climbing. So you know hammer that into the side of the mountain. I'm gonna say it's just an athletics check. If you had a grappling hook or something like that, maybe, but for just this, I'm gonna call it just a straight athletics roll.
I'm going to go and knock on the door and say, "Can I borrow your stairs?"
Just stand there and
Knock,
wait
knock.
for him to answer.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Excellent, because I'm very persuasive. Oh, that's okay. Here we go. Forgive me for interrupting, but my friend is on a rooftop and I need to go help him. Is there access to the roof from here?
Yeah, you see a halfling opens the door, and as soon as he looks up at you and you start talking, he slams the door shut, and you hear click, 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 click.
She rolls her eyes and she looks for a place to climb up on the roof.
That went well.
Sorry.
Awesome.
You can. There are places where you would be able to do that, but it'll be your next turn before you can try again.
Okay.
So yeah, Yagra, Todrin, as soon as you two both come out of the darkness and catch glimpse of this guy, you feel her squeeze your hand pretty tight, and she reaches over with her other hand to grab her heavy crossbow, and she almost pulls you out the doorway as she just charges towards him, but she does let go of you as she comes out and she takes a shot at him with her crossbow.
Nice.
Oscar, you actually see this happen as this crossbow bolt comes flying through the air, and it hits him, and it sticks in his into this what would that be, his left arm, and you can just see the pain in his face as he takes this shot from this oversized crossbow bolt. Yeah. Okay. Bart.
Right on. So I spend 15 movement to stand up. It's still rough terrain. So 10.
Yeah.
Can I make it into this doorway for the rest of my movement?
Yeah, I think so.
Or can I see him from where I'm standing here?
I would say you can, yeah. He lost concentration on the darkness spell from that shot from Yagra.
Ooh, nice. Oh, well, I guess it didn't do any good now. Still, though, good shot.
Okay, not doing that. Alright, so I'm gonna reach out and point at him.
Reach out and touch me.
Damn it, I was trying not to say it.
That's an interesting one. So from here, again, I grab my my little orb and I reach out and it just starts to crackle, and I let go of it, and it just starts to like vibrate in the air, and then a bolt of lightning flies out at this guy. Yeah. I like when things roll good for me.
Hooray!
All the ones.
Oh yeah, with that strike, you see he's really looking hurt now. He's got a crossbow bolt sticking out of his arm, and this where his armor has been scorched by this chromatic orb that Bartholomew sent his way.
Right on. I like how I rolled an 18 and then I got a 1 and 2 2s.
Yeah.
So
Dumb.
he levels that pistol at Oscar, but when Yagra lets this shot out at him, he turns it on her,
Oh shit.
and that's a hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, Yagra takes a heavy hit from this shot that he's fired, and he keeps going
Damn,
along the
she's
rooftops.
a tank.
Fucking A, that's not even half her health.
You guys do lose sight of him. Just line of sight. You don't see him anymore as he goes higher up the rooftop.
Some bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna run out past her.
Yeah, and as you do, you see she's just holding her chest where this shot hit her. She's like, ah.
Where'd he go? You alright? Where'd he go?
She's just points. she's trying to reload the crossbow as she's also clutching this wound she just took, and she's pointing up on the rooftop and says, "I don't know. He's going further back.
Okay.
There's another alley back that way."
Yeah. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Just do a full dash. Trying to get around to the other side there.
Okay.
And that'll be me.
Yeah.
Well, hey, how tall is this building south of me?
The one south of you is the rooftop you could probably get on. It's only a one-story building. It's maybe 10, 12 feet to climb up onto the roof.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go back 10 feet and climb up
Okay.
onto here instead.
All right, roll me a athletics check.
Athletics check. Fucking fuck.
It's not easy to climb in heavy armor, but yeah, you're not going to be able to make it up quite yet.
Okay. Lame sauce. I'll go halfway.
All right. Okay. Oscar, you see Yagro's pointing that he's going further
Sorry, one
west.
1 second. Sorry. Okay, so sorry, he's 25 feet west. What? Who?
Yagra is pointing towards the west, like he's going to that
I saw him
direction.
disappear over the top of the thing.
He's out of sight, out of line of sight.
Where are the goddamn guards? I set off a thunder boom.
Okay, here's the thing. So I'm going to attack that square as I jump over to there. That make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so is there anybody there for me to attack?
Oh,
Ah, damn it. Fuck.
so close.
That was really close.
Dang.
Yeah, as you
That's
land
okay.
and you impact the roof, you sense splinters of the slate roof tiles up in the air, and he just looks at you and he just smiles. He's like, "You're persistent."
Oscar's a badass.
Yes.
Good thing you're a fighter capable of single-handedly dispatching foes. and taking
I'm
monstrous
going
hits.
to. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I jump up and shoot him.
I'm gonna try to get up on this roof, I think.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. In fact, I'll let you roll an acrobatics check if you want to roll whichever one's better for you. I'm sorry to say, I know this sucks, but 7's not gonna get you up on that roof.
Fuck.
So do I need to wait till my next round to do any other action?
You'd still be able to use your movement.
So I'll just walk around
and-
as far as I can around to
Okay.
the back side of this house, going
Okay.
south.
You do have your cunning action, which allows you to use a dash as a bonus action, though. So you can move 60 feet.
You can get way the fuck over to here with 90.
This is 12.
You can actually get that far if you do the dash.
That's where I am.
All right.
Wow. She's quick.
That's what one of the things I love about Rogue is that cunning action.
Yeah, that's really, really handy.
All right. Yager's going to turn around and try to climb this building. Not with an 8. she's
Oh
she's
my
trying
God.
to she's scrambling up the side of this building and it's just not working for her. She falls back down and she's like just you can tell she's frustrated right now.
We are vertically challenged, except for Oscar.
Yeah, and your drow friend knows it.
Shit.
Is Ollie still here to give us all fly?
Right?
So instead, Yager's going to try. She runs over to these barrels and starts using the barrels to climb up to the rooftop now. Bart.
So I saw him take off, and I can see everybody running off and trying to get up on the roof, and I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck that, I'm not climbing a building. Are you kidding me? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yep.
Todd, are you on the roof? I'm sorry, I missed that.
No,
He's not.
I'm trying to. I'm in the process of going
You're
up.
climbing that building?
Trying to, yeah. It's only one story.
Okay. I see you, and I'm just kind of chuckling because I'm like, you're climbing a building.
That's not. Can you delete that? Sorry, I'm an idiot.
What do I move? Oh, I see.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna dash.
All right.
I could see him. He was up there on that big one.
Gotcha! You got this, Todd!
Oscar, you see this guy pointing the pistol at you.
Oh no.
Yeah, he hits.
Oh no.
You guys hear? Oh my god. You guys hear this just did that I did not have him targeted. Shit. That was a
You missed.
9, a 10, and a 2. It's 25 points of damage.
Ooh.
That is almost double Oscar's. That was almost a one-hit kill on Oscar.
Oh no.
Oscar, you are down.
Bad. Fuck.
And the next thing Bart and Todd see is this guy jumping right over the rooftop overhead of you.
Shit.
Let me see here, just a second. Yeah. So the last thing you guys hear, you hear a crack, and this guy jumps over the rooftop. Toddrin.
Okay. Is there any way for me to know poor Oscar got downed?
the fact that there was a crack and this guy just jumped
Yeah.
over you, I think
And a
that
flump.
you've got a pretty good feeling that this guy just probably nailed Oscar.
Shit.
Not in
But
a good way.
I'm not even on the roof of the 1-story, much less the bigger building. There's no way I can get to you. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to climb this roof first.
Roll me an athletics or an acrobatics, whichever's better for you.
Athletics. There we go. It's halfway
You're
decent.
gonna be able to get up, but it's gonna use half your movement to do so, which I don't think is gonna matter. But
Fuck. Okay. Then, oh no. Well, he's right here, so I'm just gonna hit this guy.
I'm gonna tell you, just he looks hurt. He's bleeding, but this guy still looks like he's in it for. He could fight you for a while.
He's in it to win it.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Fuck. Man, that sucks. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him.
All right.
No! Useless! Okay.
Yeah, he deflects that shot with that swing of your sword with his shield, and he's just got this just horrible smile on his face.
Ta-da!
Oscar has a success on his first death save.
Please don't die. I'll feel terrible.
Cat, as you're rounding this corner, you see. First, you hear this gunshot, and then you see this guy leap from the northern building to the southern building, and you can see Todrin climbing up the side of it as he's going after the guy too.
You bastard! Why are you doing this?
I'm going to try to get up on the roof, or I need to gain access to the roof he was on before he jumped, to go and see if Oscar is okay. And she's calling out for Oscar.
Yeah, as you're calling out, there's no answer.
And so I'm looking around for a way to access this roof.
There is the line that he climbed earlier that is about. It inclines, but it's about 10 feet off the ground. If you really got a good jump on it, you could probably get up there to grab the line, pull yourself up.
So am I in the right spot? Do I just roll?
Yeah. Roll
What am I
a
on?
acrobatics check.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
You're able to grab the line and pull yourself up. No
Can
panic.
I make it? Can I see him and can I make it to him?
You cannot see Oscar from here. There's a chimney, and the slope of the
Dead
roof
for a
blocks
bulk.
your view.
So I'm looking around and calling him. I don't see him. And
Yeah.
did that use all of my movement?
You still have a cunning action that you can still dash.
So I'm gonna go to the center of the roof and see what I can see.
Okay. Yeah, when you get there, you can see him. He's on the edge of the roof, just almost fell off the roof.
And I still have enough to get to him, yes?
Uh,
Or do I have to stay here? Because I did stop to look
yeah,
around.
you could get there. Yeah.
And I looked down at this dying Furbolg. I thought I was the one who liked to take risks. Then I start looking through his pockets trying to find something to save him with.
Yeah, he has that healer's kit that he picked up from Fala, and he has a potion of healing in his pocket as well. You could use either one.
I'm going to pull out the potion of healing first and give him that.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. Do I need to roll something or does he has a button he can click?
I'll tell you
Apparently it's pretty fancy.
whoever wants to roll it can roll it. There you go. Damn.
And I think he has
Wow.
it set to a certain... Like, he just hits his button and this happens every time.
You cheating.
Apparently
You saw the
so.
dice roll.
That's
Oh,
good
hey,
rolling.
cat.
You're going to have to stop chasing after him. He keeps killing you.
Third time. I still have my head though.
At the moment,
Probably shoot him from here.
starting to question having saved you.
And that's, yep. Come on, ya gra.
Okay, Yagra is going to. Yeah, she's stumbling up these barrels as she's getting up onto the rooftop, and she manages to get up onto the roof, but not much further. And she's pointing that crossbow across the way, but from that distance and with you in the way, she's not gonna take that shot yet.
Oh, that's my fault.
She's holding her action till she gets a clear shot.
Okay.
Bartholomew.
It's time to write the ending of your story.
Bart. Draximus.
Oh, here. I'm here. 5, 10, 15, 5, 30. I'm gonna run around the building.
Okay.
I was, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna run over to here. Probably can't see him. Do I know of any ways to get up? I guess I could get up into there. How far would it be for me to get to that trapdoor that's locked up in the tower?
From there it'd be even with a dash, it'd be your next turn.
Okay, well I'm gonna dash into there.
Okay.
Just like here.
I'll say you can get to it. So.
To the door?
You can get to the stairs that lead up to the tower. So.
Oh, okay, cool. So then we'll just say I'm in the door, and next turn I can make it to the. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that was me.
This guy, Todrin, he's still got his sword out, and he's looking at you, and he just gives it just this disgusted ugh, and he casts something on you.
Oh shit. No, please.
I can't wait until I get to the level where it's just like I cast this, and I'm just like counterspell.
Ooh.
That was close.
It was very close.
What spell was that?
So he tried to cast Levitate on Todrin, and he is going to keep moving. So he's take your opportunity attack.
Yes. Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please. Fuck. Some bitch. Shoot him, Yagra.
Yeah, he makes it to the other building, and she does take her shot at him. Misses by a mile. You see this crossbow bolt just fly over the distance and probably hit some poor sailor on the other side of the docks.
Wow.
My knee!
I said probably. You don't know.
From the distance.
Why?
And he just, as he gets to this point, he turns around back at you, Todrin, and just gives you a wink from the distance.
Oh, go to hell. So
it's like he's daring you to chase him at this point.
Fuck. Yeah, I go for it. I ain't scared. So 10, 20, and I'm gonna leap at him.
Okay.
So what I want to do is jump at him. Oh.
Right. This is just a straight long jump. You have enough strength. You can make a long jump with no more than this distance. You're fine for just so you don't have to have any special strength or dex roll for this.
Okay.
But what is it you want to do?
Yeah, I want to grab him, like jump at him so we're into the same square here, and grab him and try to throw him backwards off the roof onto the ground in the alley there.
Roll me a
Ooh.
strength check with disadvantage because that's a pretty gnarly move for a guy in heavy armor.
Right, okay. Come on, baby.
Yeah, he makes it.
Fuck!
Roll me a dex save.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you managed to land next to him rather than in the alley.
Okay.
I'll let you pick left or right, whichever, but I really should probably have you in the alley for that, but I'm going to let you, because that was a good dex save.
Yeah, it
Awesome.
was.
Okay. All right.
And you just don't give up, do you?
Oh, fuck you. That's not what he says.
We're all persistent.
Why are you doing this?
He doesn't answer. He's just waving that sword in front of you between the two of you. Oscar.
Dang it. Just can't get nothing on this guy. We're lucky none of us have died yet. Yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck,
We're
yuck.
doing our damnedest.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Longest encounter with one enemy ever.
Right? This guy is so fucking strong. We're like flies and we're just resilient as shit.
Yep.
I'm going to try and tangle again. It's the shaded area.
All right.
Yes!
Nice.
Explain to me how this works. Is he trapped? What can he do? Anything?
Creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling lance until the spell ends.
All right.
You can use your action to make a strength check against the spell it's saved DC again to free itself each turn.
Okay.
Awesome. And will that affect everybody that's in there, or just... Like, if I were to step in that, would it hit me?
No, you will be difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
So it's for the duration. The plants or whatever is the makes it difficult terrain. Anybody in that area when you cast it makes the strength saving throw.
And what does restrained do for us? For him? That one.
I am looking that up right now.
He can't move, disadvantage on attacks, and advantage on attacks to him, I think.
Yes, creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Cool.
Missed one.
All right.
Nice, Oscar.
Mm-hmm. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Don't tell him that.
Cat, I got him.
Well, at least you did it staying where you were.
I will confidently say
I'm
he
gonna
can't kill me
move.
from here.
Back up to the top of this roof, so I'm not on that slopey incline there. And I better move over. I don't want to be in the way of those two peaks, those two windows. Actually, they're probably going down lower. And then I'm going to shoot at him with my bow and arrow.
This whole
Clear shot with
experience.
sneak.
Yeah, it'll be an advantage,
Attack.
right?
It will.
Oh yeah, she's hidden. Yeah. Advantage, and then click the ADV button at the bottom. So the sneak attack is going to add the damage when you hit him. So for now, just do the advantage button underneath chat to see if you hit him. And if you do, then you click the sneak attack to give you the extra damage.
Oh yeah, rogue
Todrin's
sneak
there.
attack.
There's
Uh-oh,
our
sorry.
DPS.
Nope,
I don't know
Yes!
if I
that's
did that
fine.
too many times.
All right.
Well, so now drag that over onto him, see if you hit. No, from the chat. Because you didn't have him targeted.
Did not have him targeted.
The 17 roll in chat, go ahead and grab that.
Yeah,
And
that's
drag it onto the creature.
it's actually going to be a miss. He has an AC
What?
of 18. He has an AC of 18.
Yeah.
Well, then I won't worry about it.
I actually thought that was a hit until
Balls.
you said that, but yeah.
Fuck.
Sorry.
No wonder.
This guy's a bag of dicks.
Big old bag
Yeah.
of dicks.
Yagra seeing him entangled isn't going to take another heavy crossbow shot. She's going to instead run along the rooftops here, and she's going to try and get up close. She wants to be in close with him, so she's going to try to do that. Yeah, she's going to get that far. She ends up jumping this distance across again, just a regular long jump. She's got the strength for it. She's trying her best to catch up. Bart, you're going to be able to get up to the lock if you want to.
Alright, so I get up to the lock, and I pull out my orb, and it just bursts into flame, and I cast Firebolt to destroy the lock. And the
Alright.
door if I have to. That whole latch.
Roll me an attack.
Well, that's awesome.
What's the AC of a door latch?
It's actually higher than 8.
Damn it! So I hit the door.
Yeah, you scorch and splinter the wood, but you're not going to be able to get through with that
This
one.
large, bulky lock in front of you now.
I'm just standing at this door, just holding my orb, staring at this lock, just like I'm a foot away.
Really?
Wow.
That just happened?
Boo.
Man, what to do with this guy?
Surrender?
Yeah, man.
Duh. Yeah.
He takes his chances and fires a shot at Todrin.
Oh, man.
Dropping a natural 20. I want y'all to keep that in mind.
Oh.
That was with disadvantage?
That was with disadvantage. He does 20.
2 20s?
But he rolled an 18 and a 20.
Was it disadvantage? So he would have only had the 18 then.
Right. That's what it.
Oh, and you still hit though. Oh
18
my God.
plus 6 is 24.
Plus 6, Jesus.
How much damage?
Oh!
Fuck.
Welcome to the club.
That was a.
Bam.
Don't worry,
Wow.
I got this.
Blam! Just get knocked right
Yeah.
off my feet.
And he's still struggling, but he's good, and he's still trying to get out of this. He is arrogant enough that he thinks he can still escape.
Well, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
I think so too.
Roll me a death save, Todrin.
Can't remember last time I clicked this button. Yeah, baby.
Nice. Close.
Sweet.
Oscar. Despite the entanglement spell, you from where you're at see and hear the same thing you've already had happen to you twice, and you see Todrin fall at this guy's feet.
Not on my watch. So I kind of like bring my walking stick down, kind of clanging on the ground, and like bubbles and fairies and grass growing around me and things sprouting from the wood, and even all of like the wood shingles around us and everything. And this just kind of travels as a wave across all of the wood between us and Todrin, and it starts kind of growing there, and like a glow kind of surrounds Todrin and starts to kind of fill his wounds and they start to heal.
Oh,
What's the
amazing.
range? What's the range on that?
120 feet.
All right.
Holy shit.
Damn!
Is it healing word?
What's this spell called?
Balm.
Okay, well, it got you up at least.
Wow.
Yeah, Balm of the Summer Court. So
That's
you got healed for
nuts.
1, and then you have 1 temporary hit point.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's cool.
So at the top of the next round, you guys can hear reinforcements coming. It's the City Watch.
Hey. About damn
you
time.
Finally.
You can hear shouting and
A constable has arrived.
it's more than one. There's 3 of them.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I just saw the one. Sorry.
Awesome.
How disappointing.
Yeah, they're running in and trying to get to whatever's going on.
Who are we kidding? They're probably useless. He's gonna look
They
at
have-
them and they die.
They have 50 hit points each.
Oh shit. Okay then.
Well, they're not useless. They're gonna be good sword cushions.
There you go. Pin cushions. Target practice.
Are they enemy or neutral? Or friendly?
They're supposed to be friendly. Sorry. There you go.
Much better.
Sorry about that.
Oh, there they are, way over there. Look at those dudes. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to battle we go.
All right, Katerina.
And she takes another shot.
Yeah. Come on.
Shoot her!
Right between the eyes.
Wish.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
that
what?
green
Oh,
made me think
I know.
hit.
Fuck.
I
Me
know,
too.
right, man?
Some bitch.
All right. You said this is difficult terrain.
The purple area there. Yeah, the 20 feet.
Yeah, she's able to get up to him, but with it being difficult terrain and having to dash, she's not able to swing her mace at him just yet.
She's still my favorite.
All right,
Okay.
Bart, one more time.
Again, standing at this damn trapdoor, just like, are you fucking... Ah! And I just firebolted
Oh,
again.
guys, I'm coming.
That'll do it.
15? Yeah!
Yeah, that's just pling, and it just flies off, and you're able to get up there.
Cool. So I get into up here, and how far down is it from the window to the roof here?
It's a pretty good jump. It's
So I'm like up.
yeah, you're about 15 feet up.
Damn, what about this side?
It's more like 10 feet down from there.
Damn, that's still far.
It's probably
Okay,
not that
but
far.
from
It's-
here I can see him clearly.
yeah, you can see he's entangled, but Todrin is on the ground beneath him.
Covered in blood.
Yeah, he is covered in blood. He's obviously been injured.
And little
No,
vines.
Todrin! Todrin!
Coughing up blood.
So just as an explanation, these city watchmen, as far as I'm concerned, they just got here. I'm not moving them. Their movement is getting here. So just
Gotcha.
for reference. At this point, this guy just shouts at the top of his. This guy just shouts at the top of his lungs, "Release me, or this guy dies!" And he's trying his best with this to hold his gun down on Todrin. And if you get up, or if this doesn't get dropped in the next turn, he's going to shoot you.
Nice.
Okay then.
So
Stand off.
okay, he's wriggling out of it, and it looks like he could get out of it on his own if he wanted to. In fact, actually, going to say he does. He's still threatening you with what he just said, but he just managed to, with a 19, break free of the entanglement spell.
Okay.
You're on the ground. It's going to be disadvantage if you want to take a swing at him.
Right. So I'm gonna freeze when he points the gun at me, and I'm gonna look like I don't want to move, and then I'm gonna kick out with my feet and try to trip him, knock him off his own feet.
Roll me a strength check. This will be your opportunity attack, by the way.
Oh, okay, that works. For fuck's
Damn.
sake, man, come on.
He rolled a 5
Plus,
plus 4.
Aww.
son of a bitch.
He got a 9. So he's as he's getting out of this, he says, "If anyone chases me, I'm blowing a hole through the next one's head." And he gets to this point, and he drops down. So he's hurt, but he does manage to get down without hurting himself further. And he is now out of sight of everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl over to the edge of the walkway here so I can see down and see him.
See him crying like a little bitch.
Can I see him? Is he still down there?
He is in the next square over, but for some reason it keeps pushing him back.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna spit blood down towards him, stand up, and throw a javelin down at him.
all right. Or you said you stand up, right? I'm going to
Yeah,
take that
yep.
off of you then. Let me get that first before you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I should not have had advantage because he's not
So-
restrained anymore.
Right. I'm sorry. I should have taken.
That's right. So I fucking miss him.
I'll let you re-roll it if you want.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah!
Nice.
That'll learn me.
Damn.
So I spit the blood, and it lands right on the back of his head, and then the javelin lands in the same spot. Damn! Still up though, son of a bitch.
He is hurt bad, but he's still up. And this javelin he's sticking in he pulls it out and just drops it, and he looks up at you. He's gonna shoot you on his next turn.
Yep. Okay. So I used 10 to move over there and 15, so I have 5 movement left. When I see him turn and look at me, I'm gonna dive backward and go prone on the roof.
Good move.
And that's me.
All right.
Let's see what the
Yeah.
constabulatory
The
has for us.
next round, the constables will start moving. Oscar, from where you're at, you really can't see a whole lot. It's really dark.
Can I see Todrin from there?
He's laying prone on the other side of that. That's a low wall in front of you. I'd say you can. I don't think you can see him. If he's laying prone, I'd say that.
Yeah, I'm intentionally hiding. So
Yeah, I don't
Alright,
think
well,
you can see him.
I jump here and I mourn the loss of Todrin.
You can see me in this window, and you can see Yagra.
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
two
but
of them.
I don't know who she is, and you're not hurt.
That's fair.
I don't know who she is. You totally do.
A cat's
All
going
right.
to
Oh,
the
he's got
edge
knights
of
here with her.
of the rooftop in the same direction she saw him go, and then jump down to the alley below. and start running toward this way.
You
In the
just died
shadows.
Twice. You're missing brain cells.
Okay.
What do I see?
At the far end of this, you see this guy. He's just taken a javelin that was thrown at him and pulled it out of his chest and dropped it on the ground. And he looks like he's about to make a run for it.
I will fire at him again.
Get him!
Okay.
Get him! Kill him dead!
Yeah.
Fuck!
The arrow just shatters against the wall behind him. He turns and sees you, and you just see him just snarl at you almost. At this point, Yager.
I stare at him blankly.
25. Okay, she gets to hear. She looks down on this guy, and she looks down at Todrin. She's like, "Are we chasing him? Because
Kill
this is
him!
about to turn. This is about to turn into a chase scene. If you guys want to continue this,
Yeah. Yep.
He's almost dead.
Kill him!
all right. She's gonna take a shot at him.
Shoot her. Shoot her.
Yeah, not with a 10.
Motherfucker.
All right, Bart.
Alright, so I'm gonna run to the window here and I can see him from here, right?
Yeah. Any ranged attack that you make, anything that requires an attack roll, would have a -5 for cover. But if you have something else that you want to try, sure.
on, man. Fry his ass.
Wait, why is he -5?
Okay, so
It would be cover from the building because he's on the bottom floor and Bartholomew's on the top floor, and he's up against the wall essentially. So half cover.
It's a bad angle looking out of that window.
Yeah, bad angle.
is he closer to the edge of the map or me? Which, because you said he wouldn't stay where he was supposed to.
He is closer to the edge of the map.
Okay. So, and the door is right here, right? This one?
The door down out of the tower.
Yeah, you could get that far. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So if I ran here and I attacked him, it wouldn't be at disadvantage because I'm not adjacent to him.
Right.
Right on. So I'm gonna run out to here, and I'm gonna target him. I'm gonna be like, "No, you don't, you bastard!" And I'm gonna attack him with the chromatic orb of fire.
All right.
So the usual, except this time when I reach out, the fire is it's purple, and I just kind of like thrust my hand at him, and a just glob of fire flings out at him.
Nice!
Yeah!
Come on, baby.
Not ones.
Big
Come
money.
on.
Yeah!
Yeah!
31! Damn!
By 5. He was about to make a run for it.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, so it's just like this purple glob as he's just like turning to run, just nails him in the shoulder and just consumes his upper body.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys what I was doing between turns. I was looking up chase rules because this was about to go off map, and I was gonna call for an intermission while I read over the chase rules.
Because on his kind of thing.
On his next turn, he was going off map.
Wow, good save,
He
Drax.
crossed the fucking map, man.
Twice. Wow,
Cool.
that was
So
brutal.
first things
Right.
first, I want those boots.
Dibs on
Thanks,
his
the reason you hit
shoes.
him in the shoulder. He only destroyed his top half. He wants.
Yeah,
That's
his
everyone.
head's gone. I'm good. His feet are all right.
He's
I
like a
love it.
boomer in Left 4 Dead after you explode him. Just the hips and legs sticking up in the air.
Okay, I'm gonna call just a 5-minute break, and we will handle loot and all that. I need to take a minute just to understand everything that's going on and how this affects everything. So just give me
Yeah.
5
Oh,
minutes
shit, we
to
weren't
collect.
supposed to kill him.
Probably not, man.
You really weren't.
Seriously.
Okay, so it could be a PC-ish thing, and instead of just dying, just be unconscious.
Oh no, he's dead. Trust. It's not that hang on. It's not that you weren't supposed to kill him. It's that it's supposed to turn into a chase, and he's supposed to try to lose you. So
If he crawls away, we'll still chase him. Just like walking as he's crawling wherever he needs to go.
don't worry about it. He is dead. I will get back to you guys in 5 minutes while I look over this. So I'm still here. I'm just figuring out how to handle all this. So
I'm gonna take
Right
a
on,
quick
man.
break.
all right. Way to go,
Holy
guys.
cannoli.
He could have killed you guys repeatedly.
He did.
He did. He did.
Man, he hit Todron once at full health and fucking dropped him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna stop giving you guys breaks, is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I should have learned that lesson already.
Yeah. Wow.
I flubbed the whole setup this at the beginning though.
That was all luck, though. That end there, 31.
Oh
You
yeah.
shouldn't be capable of damage like that. That was all luck.
Yeah. If that had not been a crit on the last possible chance, he would have gotten away.
Yeah.
Or because I'll tell you, his abilities, he would have gotten away.
That was an awesome moment. I
That
just
was-
run out of that
that was
door
amazing.
slide, and my cloak is just freaking fluttering around me. Ah, just glowing purple, fire this ball that just consumes him.
Meh.
Meh?
Huh?
Can't believe we fucking killed him.
I'm surprised too. If he hadn't rolled a crit, oh man, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Dude had to be like
Those are very
level 8.
satisfying moments.
Uh, Okay, I'm ready when you guys are. So as soon as everybody's back.
Well, I'm here.
Build your base, gather your resources, and crush your enemies. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 real-time strategy games.
Heroes arise to challenge fate and lead their brethren to battle.
Just so there's no confusion, we're not covering turn-based games like XCOM or Civilization, or tower defense games like Plants vs. Zombies, because those genres are for another list for another day. We're also sticking to one game per franchise, and for the sake of a level playing field, we're not taking expansions or DLC into consideration.
Still I am hunted.
So Todrin,
Number 10.
do you know what he was trying to
Warhammer
do? He cast
40,000?
that spell on you that you managed to resist.
Sorry, I was muted. Levitate, was he just trying to lift me off the ground?
He was going to lift you 20 feet off the ground,
Oh,
and
shit.
again further, and he was going to leave you up there while he ran.
That would have sucked. Give me plenty of time to make peace with my maker before I fall to my death.
Pretty much. I'm surprised that you guys managed, because that was looking really good for him for a little while there.
Yeah, it was. We couldn't successfully climb onto the roof, much less be his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn of War. Let's jump into our time machines and travel 38,000 years into the future to start things off.
We must destroy this orc camp and any others these foul creatures may have constructed.
Based off the popular tabletop strategy game, this game sets you on the planet of Tartarus, where 4 different races are fighting for control.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
The main draw here is that the game has no resources, and instead has you capture and maintain multiple outposts on the map, ensuring that there's always some action going on.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord. See that you do, or we shall do it for you.
Number 9, Supreme Commander.
Space held such hope for humanity.
The spiritual successor to Total Annihilation, this game sets you on incredibly large maps with units ranging from small scout bikes to colossal-sized mechs and spaceships.
Looks like Jari is sending out the welcome wagon.
I think I'm going to wrap up how this ends,
Because
and we
so
will
many
call this for the night, probably.
All right.
Because we've
You
been
ready?
We've been going 3.5 hours now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be willing to go all night, but I don't want to push anyone further than they want to go.
I want to get some Rimworld in there before I have
Yeah.
to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I think this is probably we'll finish the scene and figure out how this all works out, and
And
we'll call it
scene.
for the night.
That's good because I'm starving.
Lights.
Do you want Do you want to end it here, and we'll just pick up next week with start here and figure out how this all goes down? Because I'll tell you what's about to happen. If you want me to, otherwise we can play it out.
Let's play it out. If we're not doing it now, let's do it then.
Right.
Wait, what?
Well, all right.
Were you kidding, or do you want to finish out the scene, Kai?
I'm good either way. I mean, let's go ahead and finish it now. That's fine.
Let's
whatever.
Let's wrap it up, and I'm going to call it for the night because I know you want to eat, and I know not everybody wants to play till midnight every night.
Right.
So
Let's do it.
Right on.
Is Saf back or?
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So you guys, Bartholomew just practically incinerates this guy. His armor is just shredded. The power behind the blast has charred this guy to the point where he's hardly recognizable.
Damn.
Nice.
It's not long before the watch make their way down the alleys, and as soon as the watch appear, you kind of see Yagra kind of take a step back. She's still keeping an eye on him from the rooftop, but she's not wanting to engage with the city watch.
That's fine. I'm just standing there, just kind of.
And so they
Those boots
start.
are mine.
It's as soon as the city watch come around the corner, they look around and they see this guy dead on the ground, and they see you, Bartholomew, and they hear you shout that, and what's going on here? And they're looking up at whoever's on the rooftop above them.
That's Oscar.
And
hi down there.
You come down here. They're pointing up to you and motioning you to come down. And so what happens? What's going on here?
Calm down, constables. Calm down. Everything is all right. I am Bartholomew Margaster.
All right.
I'll stand up and peer over the rooftop, and I touch my hand to my own chest, and those bright red sparkles start to come out of my hand and travel across my body and heal me as I use Lay on Hands.
All right. They see that, and
always getting a handsy.
They're looking up at you, and they're pointing at you now. And there's, oi, you come down here too.
I trust fall onto number 3.
Oh God!
Roll me a dex check.
Oh,
You land on top of him, and he is not able to get out of the way in time. We're gonna.
Sorry.
I think we're gonna have to pick this up next week because what he's.
God damn it! God damn it, Kai!
When did they come down? He was waving like he was gonna catch me.
I'd ask if you could just talk to a guard, but that didn't go well either. So, hey, you saved my life. I can't give you shit.
Because I can still heal. So is he hurt at all?
He's not wounded. You hurt, but he's not wounded, and he's like, the hell's wrong with the two of them that are closest? They start trying to slam you up against the wall. Roll me a if you're gonna resist. Roll me a.
Oh no.
Okay, so these two guys take Oscar, and they just. Give me just a sec here. They slam Oscar up against the wall after that stunt, and they're like, "You stay right here." And the other one, the one that's standing over the drow, looks up at you, Todder, and he says, "Come down here."
Right.
Don't
yeah,
jump.
of course.
They won't catch you.
It's all right, Watchman. We're good. Is Yagra, like you said, she's standing back away, like she doesn't want to be seen by the guards?
They've seen her, but
okay.
she's not. It's like she's gonna come down if they tell her to. She doesn't want to interact with them as the that situation.
I'll kind of beckon her to follow me and head down the stairs.
All right, she does.
And then stand next to Bart. Yeah, we're here investigating an issue. Men of the Watch, thank you for arriving as quick as you could. This man was a murderer, and we have apparently solved the issue.
All right, start talking. What happened here? He's looking over the body, and he's bent down over the body, and he's just investigating, trying to figure out what exactly has been going on here.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the beheadings in the area.
I?
Yeah, that was him. Point.
This guy?
Yeah.
Really quickly, I would like to interject. We believed that this man was the man. You see...
You believe... And you see the guard is just... He's looking at the two of you, and he's just like...
To be fair, we were attacked by this man.
And killed twice.
He's looking you up and down, and it's obvious you guys have been in a fight. There's blood on everybody. There's
exactly.
Everyone's a mess. He's like, all right. He said, and he's looking at the two of you especially. He says, "You're nobles. What the hell are you doing here in the middle of the night?"
Solving a problem. That's some ugly business that was happening down here, and we had reason to take care of it.
All right. And these other two guys are looking at Oscar and like,
killed me twice, that guy.
Yeah, my apologies for his entrance. He may be injured still.
He said to come down right away. I'm sorry, I thought you were going to catch me.
Roll me a persuasion check, Oscar. Are you helping him, Todd?
Yeah, totally backing him up.
Roll it with... roll a separate persuasion check, Toddrin. So both of you, one from each of you.
Oh, damn.
God, snap.
They owe you money.
So it's obvious that they were just getting ready to slap cuffs on Oscar from falling on top of this other guy. Okay. But
my apologies. I take full responsibility for his actions there.
Understood. And he looks at Bart and he says, "Okay, I can't let you loot the body. Sorry, this is all evidence."
No, I understand.
All right, we're gonna get a cleanup crew in here. Is there anyone else hurt? Is there? He's looking. All of you look hurt. Is there anybody else that's? Any witnesses? Anyone that saw this?
I'm not hurt. He never touched me.
Oh, you're right.
Bad either.
Yeah,
she's trying to steal the boots.
She is off in the distance, and they have not seen her.
Oh shit. Good. When they turn on us, she can cover us.
Do either of these guys have anything like out of place on their uniforms?
Roll me a perception check.
Posts on the map, ensuring that there's always some action.
Nothing looks out of place. They look like City Watch.
My lord.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try and like straighten it for him, but not.
Number
nope.
9.
So I died twice. That's all I've seen.
And he looks and sees where there's just blood all over. He says, "Well, you're lucky to be alive." You say this is the one that was been doing the beheadings.
Well, we were here
trying
to
to
catch that man. Yeah, my friend here disguised himself as an elf, and this man approached him and attacked him. We managed to stop him, obviously, but barely.
And you just see this look of just, you guys are crazy. You were acting as bait?
He did well.
So what are you not all dead?
Twice.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got me too. But you're right. It was reckless of us.
He looks at one of the other constables. It's Captain Staggett down here. You guys are in the dock ward. This is Staggett area.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know the man. I've worked with him before.
Oh, good. And it's not long, maybe 10 minutes before Captain Staggett arrives on the scene. And he looks at you. He goes, "You again? It
By
just
you,
stinks."
by you mean Oscar?
No, the group of you.
Oh, okay.
Just
What do you mean, you people? I'm a Furbolg.
and he says, "Can you believe this? This is the one that was doing the beheadings. Okay, we're gonna take the body in. We're gonna do our investigation. You're free to go."
All right. Thank you for your service, Watchman.
Thank you.
Oh, right. Thank you. Indeed. I've already got my book out and I'm reading.
My God.
Yeah, and
Hey,
they let
after
you leave,
you-
but they do not. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, to Staggett, after you handle what you need to do with this situation, is there any way we could end up with the any gear he may have been using?
My lord, it's evidence. I don't see how that
Right,
would be
but
possible.
What purpose could that evidence possibly serve? I mean, the man's dead.
So the question is, like, are nobles able to pull rank on the guard?
Not exactly.
Right, I'm just trying to convince this guy man to man. Like, what could it possibly
Roll
serve?
me a perception. Excuse me, persuasion check, but it's going to be a very high DC.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
He looks at you and says, "Given you assistance in the past, I'll see what I can do, but it's not going to be right here, right now."
That's fine, Captain. I understand completely. I just figured they might as well go to somebody that's already doing some good.
I will tell you this. There was a 200 gold piece reward on any information leading to the arrest, or if it does turn out that this was the guy, and seems very likely. Of course, he's been toasted, and he looks at Bart as Bart's reading this book. He says, identifying him may not be very easy.
Oh, I look up, I'm like, he was a dangerous killer. I did the best I could.
I understand. In your place, sure we might have done the same, but we do
You're
appreciate
right.
this.
I apologize.
Don't misunderstand me. We do appreciate the assistance. It's just
Unorthodox, I understand.
and I'm going to point out this was a 1 minute response time on the city watch. It's not bad.
That's true. That is true.
Well,
Right.
Indeed.
if nothing else, at least it's one more thing that's off my mind for the time being. You gentlemen, have a nice day.
You as well, Captain.
Thank you very much,
Nice
City
we're-
God.
nice evening.
We are up in the Troll Skull Manor. If you could send whatever you managed to.
I can't make promises.
Indeed, or if you need anything further in the investigation, that is where you can find us.
That reward too.
All right.
You could send that there.
I'll see that that's done.
Thank you, Captain.
Any sort of salted meats, those would be good too.
Assorted cakes and
And
candies.
he looks at you again, Oscar, and he says, "I don't know who you know." He just leaves it at that. He just walks away.
Who do I know?
The one that got away. Well, I think we did well here, folks. I think we deserve to actually sleep the rest of this night through.
Agreed.
We can handle
Back to the manor?
the repercussions in the morning. Yeah.
We can also collect our 50 gold tomorrow as well.
Right. Thank you for your help, Miss Yagra.
Indeed, your services are, yeah.
He looks back at his book.
She thanks you and she says, You know, I have a room at the inn. Yawning portal. Soldering.
Oh,
Heyo.
is that closer to us than
It is.
it totally
It's
is? Yep. I'm like, well, you know what? That sounds lovely.
I
Less
look
of a
up from
walk
my book.
anyway.
The blank stare just at you.
I'll see y'all in the
Back
morning.
at my book.
I'll find
Alright.
you.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Back
alright.
to the manor then.
Let's go.
Indeed.
I may
Alright,
have scored
so
you those boots, you bastard.
Todrin,
Thank you.
you go to the yawning portal with Yagra, and the rest of the party heads back to Trollspill Manor. It's already very, very late at night. The tap room of the yawning portal is quiet. There's a couple of people milling around. You see Bonnie on the way through. You see Durnan still behind the bar as usual, and Yagra takes you up to her room, and
We
fade to
pan to
black.
the hearth.
Yeah, just gonna fade to black there. So
Sweet.
what happens behind those doors is entirely up to you. And so
Sweet. Or consenting adults.
Two consenting gross adults.
Oh, just because she's got teeth.
Knows how
You
to
mean
use them.
tusks?
Just another degree of teeth, really, at the end of the day.
it's been a few days from that point, from the initial start date. I'm gonna have to go back and figure out exactly how many days, just to keep track of it on the calendar. But I'm gonna call it the night now. So
Right.
I will be sure to figure that out, how everything else works from here.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and give you guys all a long rest now, since I'm assuming this is it for the night, and
Yeah.
everyone's going to bed after whatever other activities may occur. So,
It's very refreshing.
all right.
Cool.
Sweet.
Good game, guys.
That was good. I had fun. I got the kill with the crit.
If it had not been a crit, he would have very likely gotten away.
Yeah, I'm sure. That
Was
dude
it-
was fast, and those boots would give him some serious mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, folks. We'll be in touch. See when we can do this again.
Good night.
Right on.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
And I guess.
Disconnected.